Hello and welcome to day 2 of the Golden Takoyaki Awards, NB Takoyaki Party's annual award show. I'm Matt, and I'm joined again by Ryan and Jeff.
Hey.
Not actually the second day.
Don't tell them that. It's been 24 hours. Well, actually, whenever you hear this, because it'll probably get uploaded later. Day 2. So if you listened to day 1, you probably already know the routine. But just as a quick recap, what we did is we had the community vote for a bunch of nominees for these categories, and then we're going to then pick the winners from this list of nominees with top three, and then one winner and two runner-ups. So that's just how we're doing it. So we're gonna kick things off. So today, our first category is the Yamamoto Mikana Commemorative Award, also known as the Spotlight Stealer Award, or what was it? Bias Wrecker.
Yeah.
I said we were never gonna mention that word again.
Can't believe you said those words.
I know.
Yeah.
Well, now I gotta say it again so we can get the SEO up. Put in the hashtag.
Get all the K-pop people.
Yep. This isn't Min Jung. Next we got the nominees we have in votes. We have Yamamoto Mikana, titular Yamamoto Mikana with 3 votes. Abe Wakana with 2 votes. Deguchi Yuina with 2 votes. Yamamoto Ayaka with 2 votes. Namba Hinata with 2 votes. Ishizuka Akari with 1 vote. I swear I didn't write this. Uno Mizuki with 1 vote. Maida Reiko with 1 vote. Umeyama Kokona with 1 vote. Kojima Karin with 1 vote. Shiosuke Kato with 1 vote. Yokono Sumire 1 vote. Kuroda Fuwa 1 vote. So we have a lot of nominees here. Do you guys have anyone you want to add to this list?
Nope.
Well, you're not gonna add Chihi to this?
She's not your spotlight stealer. She's already in the spotlight.
Exactly.
I don't know, because Jeff has a thing where he has to vote Chihi for everything.
No, okay, I don't have anything to add to this. How about you, Ryan?
No, not particularly. Like, there might be like some 7th gen, but
I think it's already in there though. Well, actually,
only Fuwa's in there.
Yeah, that's the one.
That's why I said like we needed the 7th gen.
You're not gonna put IP in there.
Yeah.
Or Mochan.
No.
Dang. Yeah. Okay, so then let's go over to the comments. So first we have Yamamoto Mikana, obvious one. Just how she blew up after the wave on CDTV during the summer. Yeah, that's how she became like the spotlight stealer, for NMB as a whole.
I mean,
national
if you
sensation.
If you want to go with like the literal meaning of the word, like she did basically steal the spotlight out of everyone in that thing.
Because that was like AKB group, so like she took it from everyone. This is like the next generation Senbatsu or whatever too.
And she took, and that was supposed to be Ray-chan's spot, right?
it was like a confluence of like events where
happy accident.
Yeah, because Ray-chan was doing her photo book, right? And they needed like an under. And then so Mikana was the under. And I don't know, for some reason, like they wanted to do like Jisedai AKB, right? And then they did that, and she was at the last position, and that accidentally, like, the camera, like, lingered on her like a little bit more. But if you actually count like her screen time, it was like really, really like not a lot.
But like, I guess maybe compare, like if it was like a pie graph or whatever, a circle graph, she probably had like a larger chunk. Compared to like the other 18 or 19 or whoever, how many there were, 16 people there.
There was like 32. There were 32 girls there.
There were 32 girls. Okay, yeah. So imagine like of those girls that had screen time, like they all had like little tiny slivers, and she had maybe double of one of the slivers.
Well, it depends, because like Ogiri Yui probably had like half of all that screen time.
Okay, that's fair. Yeah.
I don't know. I mean, obviously, like.
But no one knows Ogiri Yui.
Yeah. And also, no one really knew Yamamoto Mikana. They only knew Blue Ponytail.
Yeah. Yeah, exactly.
that
And
was her name, her identity from then on.
that was
Blue
I
ponytail.
guess the lucky part too, because like NMB were wearing like color coded outfits because that was the date 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 outfit.
Yeah.
So they were different colors, and then they had like hairstyles, right? So it was easy to basically say, oh, who is that AKB girl with wearing blue with the ponytail?
Yeah. And then she answered everyone's questions. Like, hey, I was that AKB girl with
Yeah, and
blue.
she posted early too, so it was like that was part the lucky
Right
part.
time, right place.
Yeah, right. Yeah, right. I'm right. She said blue ponytail, right? And I don't think she meant. I obviously they jumped on that later,
Yeah.
but when she posted it, it wasn't because like she was trying to answer who was the blue ponytail. It just happened to be that thing.
And he posted a pic of herself, yeah. In that costume.
Yeah,
Yeah.
yeah, and that blew up. Basically, it like I don't know, tripled her follower count or something insane like that.
It's pretty much just like just constant uphill rise from then on, right? Because you could also consider like with Mikana, not to get too deep in this, because she also like came back. She was on hiatus earlier at the beginning of this year, and in the last year.
Yeah,
And then she comes back, was it February, March,
ish. Yeah,
ish, early spring,
yeah.
winter. And then a few months later, blows up, becomes like one of like the top popular members. Well,
Yeah.
relatively speaking, it's like quite a comeback, especially because I think she might have been most disappointing last year.
Yeah, I think we were talking about her last year as the most disappointing member.
Yeah,
I think
so this is like
of the three of us, we all voted her.
yeah, so it's like definitely like kind of like if you're gonna come back and take the spotlight, this is definitely a good way. Okay. So then we move on next. Abi Wakana. Jeff, you want to read this one?
2020 is Wakapon's year. Really hit the correct momentum, starting with her first Gravier until her first Senbatsu.
I don't think it started with the Gravier though. It
Yeah,
started
I
much
agree.
earlier than
Not
that.
yeah.
Like the SNS stuff
Yeah, it
and
started with Wakapult News, and then her like doing like the Game Master stuff.
yeah, and I think there's no one member that benefited from lockdown as much as Wakapon.
Yeah.
I mean, obviously, like lockdown was not a good thing, but like obviously, that will like you will have like different like how people react to it, right? And I think she got lucky, quote unquote, and that a lot of the stuff that they started doing like kind of hit in her wheelhouse. Like, she likes escape games. She likes werewolf. She
She's smart and likes to like tell people about issues in the world or stuff like that.
I mean, I don't think. I mean, I think you're overselling the Wakapon news thing, right? But it's not that big of.
She like created this whole like bumper using date music. Like it became like this real thing, like kind of like trying to be like Daily Show or whatever.
Yeah, but she stopped doing it. But like,
Yeah.
for example, Takeda Barbecue too, right? Like, it was just like a lot of things that just went her way, and like the Hitozuma character, right? Apparently, it was like just some random member who said like she looks like Hitozuma. I mean, I forgot who. It would be like Nagisa or Mikana or someone like that. And said like, you look Hitozuma, and then like YNN got on it, and then just created the whole like
The whole
character for.
persona, yeah. Now it's like her character like in the Tokiremo and stuff.
Yeah, and then obviously the Gravier.
Yeah, that's like the icing on the cake. It was basically built up to that.
Yeah, but I don't want to. I don't want to overstate the Gravier stuff though, because she's not Ray or Suchan, so it's not like she's popular because of the Gravier.
Yeah, it's like an extra like plus.
Yeah, it was an extra thing that helped, but I don't think it's her identity, and
No.
I don't think it would be good for her to like bet on it basically.
Yeah.
But yeah, I think if like Mikana didn't have her CDTV thing, like this year would have been like Wakapon with in a walk.
Perhaps, yeah. Jeff, you got comment on Waka Capone?
I mean, you guys pretty much said everything.
Okay. Took the words out of your mouth. Okay, next, Deguchi Yuina. Ryan, want to read this comment?
I can't help but love Deguchi. Every day she posts tons of new photos to social media, and every day she gets prettier and gankier.
Yeah, also TIF 2020. I don't know what. I guess she was in that.
Yeah.
This actually was like kind of the year where I started noticing Deguchi Yuina, and that's probably, and I bring back the whole Gaijin show, like, cause she was on Team M, cause she was the one, like, it was like hilarious, cause she was like kind of like pretending to speak like Chinese and Korean as like the translators were speaking Chinese and Korean during the MC segments, and she kept on getting like skomied by I don't know who it was.
Probably
Might have been
Nagisa.
Reiko. No, it wasn't Nagisa. It might have been Reiko or something. It was hilarious. Like from that point, oh man, this girl's funny. And then like it even builds up, you see her like showing on a bunch of other shows and stuff. She was hilarious in the 24-hour wine and stuff.
Yeah, and they let her do a lot of MC stuff in the Lolly concert.
Yeah.
I think
Definitely grew. Yeah, go ahead,
Deguchi
Ryan.
got a lot of. I mean, I don't know. I think like management really likes her. I mean, I don't know to what extent, but they are kind of pushing her because like in 10th anniversary, she got like quite a lot of like screen time, and in YN24 as well.
Yeah.
And I don't know, they just need more MC like speakers.
Yeah,
right?
because we've lost so much, this year and going on.
Yeah. I also started liking her a lot this year, mostly from her food Instagram pictures. She's just like always so happy when she's eating.
I mean, I don't know. I don't know how far she's gonna take the food blogger thing, but I mean, it is a character, and if she can do it, then more power to her. I mean, I don't recommend like going to restaurants every day or something.
Especially during the middle of Corona.
Yeah.
Well,
But,
I think you mean more like weight management, right?
Yeah, I mean from yes, yes, and from a money perspective. Oh, well, I guess maybe she's rich. I don't know.
Yeah, who can say? But it seems like she has like some like food definitely a specialty because she was also on the I think the Coleman Takeda barbecue.
Yeah, she was also a regular. She was also a semi-regular in Takeda Barbecue. Obviously, like the main regulars were Ayan and Momone,
and
they always rotate the third one, right? And Yuina was one of those.
Yeah. Okay. All right. Next, Yamamoto Ayaka. Reason dealing with my pain. I believe this is Andy's answer.
Maybe.
I mean,
if only because of the end of the year.
I guess.
The capstone spotlight stealer to a terrible year, right?
I guess so.
Just when we thought we were done with, like, okay, we had Octane, we had Saipi announced grad. I mean, even Suzu announced grad to a lesser extent. 3 days left in the year. Ion rolls in. It's like, oh yeah, by the way, I'm out.
I mean,
it made us do an emergency podcast.
Yeah. Well, at this point.
Yeah. Before this, you could say she was getting the spotlight stolen from her.
Yeah. She's like, fuck that. There's like a do or die play.
It's like, suck on that, Mochi.
No. Yeah. Okay. It's Ion. Next we got Namba Hinata and Ishizuka Akari. Oh yeah, so Akari. I didn't write this. Anju, something spotlight stealer. She's already in my spotlight. Because she is Baka. Someone wrote that.
Maybe. I mean, Anju is probably the 35-hour Apex stream, for example. That was fucking horrible. Like,
Yeah,
I mean, I want to give her a standing ovation for that.
for endurance, and then like yeah, she like put her health at risk basically. Got sick.
Yeah.
I mean, I'll say like I probably don't want to get into the too much. It's probably like one of her better years.
I think
I, hmm.
I think she did some like MC stuff, like the DVD bonuses.
Yeah,
The Date feeling couple and
I'm
yeah,
gonna
and usually
go.
like stole the show like with like when she was in like the werewolf stuff.
Well, it's because
But then she got voted off immediately.
she's senpai, right? And she's
Yeah.
very chatty, so it does help. I'm gonna go against the grain and say that I feel that Ancho took a step back this year though,
Yeah,
because I think, like, for example, with Date Date, actually, like, she was like really close to Senbatsu,
hmm
like, to the point where like people were like, oh wow, I thought like Ancho had a shot.
yeah, and then she even had like that meltdown. I think on Twitter about it.
Did she? Anyways.
Yeah, I remember like it was like a blank screen of her just like screaming like, "What the hell? Why am I not in spots?" Blah 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 blah. And I think she deleted
Okay.
it, of course. But
Yeah. But unfortunately, like, because, and this is probably because of Tepotai, so blame yourself or God, Matt. Uh,
I blame the deer.
that's a Final Fantasy Tactics reference. Uh, eh, so basically, like, she wasn't able to get in Tepotai, and I don't know, like, from my perspective, it just feels like she took a step back. Like, after Tepotai, it was like
Yeah.
there was no question that she wasn't gonna make it to Koinanka. No, thank you.
I mean, I still think like she was robbed because if Yumin got in there.
Or you just got in there because of Akarin.
Yeah, that
But
too.
yeah, but I don't know. Like, I think it's really unlikely for her to get into Senbatsu now, and it was weird because the start of the year I thought she had a shot.
Yeah, and she definitely had like regressed in her activities and like not even one to like doesn't not like retweeting like whenever like people like want her to buy tickets or whatever, buy her like online Hanashikaka tickets and stuff. So
Well, I guess she's realized that that's pointless. But like, even with like her YouTube channel, right? Like, I mean, maybe from her perspective, she's working. She's doing the maildom shit, which is something that Yoshimoto wants her to do.
yeah, and I think I guess it probably pays better because yeah, I can actually throw gifts.
Yeah, but I think from a perspective of like being actually popular, I think like the YouTube would have been better. But what do I know?
Yeah. Okay. Next we have Uno Mizuki. Comment. Jeff, you want to read this?
the goddamn Tepotai roll eye face emoji.
Yeah, definitely stole the spotlight.
From whoever was number
From
8.
Mikana, I guess.
Yeah,
Oh yeah, I
yes.
guess from those two, yeah.
It was gonna be Mikana and Suchan, right? Like a coronation.
Yeah. I'm like, nope. Denied.
Yeah, and I don't know. I kind of feel bad for whoever was number 8.
It is Anchu. It wasn't Anchu.
Probably Sadharu.
Sadharu or Hasa.
Probably not. Probably not Hasa though. Maybe Sadharu or like Shinshin or
Shinshin probably.
maybe it's Harakaren. I don't know.
Nah, it wasn't Harakaren. No way. Yeah. But I mean, obviously, this is kind of like she got a couple spotlights this year. Like she won. I mean, it's last year, but she won her category in the Tokyo Girls Collection thingy.
Yeah, but that was just like NMB fans basically getting together and basically ruining the competition.
Yeah, and then she showed up in the natural event was this year, and yeah, winning Tepotai.
Yeah,
So
yeah,
maybe she like may have
was a
stole the
good year
spotlight and
for.
got like negative.
Yeah,
Maybe some anti that just built up all the antis because of it.
yeah, and I want to. I mean, because we're talking about Miki, we should, I mean, mention Hinacho because she got into Tepotai, so I guess like her life changed with that.
I guess so, yeah. Because
So
she was on.
we were talking about whoever got fucked by being number 8, right? So at least like Hinacho saved herself by getting into number 7.
Yeah.
So she becomes more relevant. Yeah. So voting works, guys. Except for the showroom bullshit. Does anyone remember the showroom bullshit?
We only remember it's bullshit.
Right? Do you know who got in or out? Like Hinacho didn't get in, for example. Like no one gives a shit.
I just remember how we just remember like the ones where like NMB like the fans rallied together. That's the only one we remember for Tokyo
Oh,
Pro.
oh! This year there was like this the NMB show.
The
But, like,
most.
for some
All we
reason,
know is Kojirin. That's because the whale came in at like the last minute,
yeah,
and
yeah.
Wakapon, and then it
Actually, you
caused.
know what? We should have talked about that in the Wakatapon part. Is because she killed that competition.
Oh yeah, that's right.
Yeah,
That was when people were saying like, "Whoa!" Like
and on
Wakapon.
top of also getting Teputai also doing pretty well,
Yeah.
overtaking veteran Teputai member Chihi. Even.
I mean, I was impressed with Wakapon this year, and not to go back to Wakapon, but
Yeah,
yeah.
we'll go back to her anyway when we get to the winners. But yeah, Miki. Okay, next Maida Reiko. You want to read this, Ryan?
Like her MC and comfy smile. I mean, she hasn't done a lot of MC this year, other than YNM 24.
And then, well, she started narrating for the 7th Gen documentary.
Oh yeah, well, wasn't very good. But...
I mean, it started so late. It was like after like 7 episodes, they started actually having narrations.
Yeah,
it's a bit late. Next, Uemura Kokona. She's cute. winner.
I mean, yes. I mean, that's all I can say. Yes.
Akarina.
Akarina agrees.
Yeah.
Kojima Karin. Okay, Jeff, you read this one.
Her speeches and performances in the concerts.
Okay.
Yeah, I think she really come into her own as captain this year.
Yeah, especially with like all the turnover in NMB, right? It's becoming more and more like a next generation group than the original group. So it becomes, more natural that she is captain than like someone older.
Yeah.
Right? Like if for example like Akarin or whoever Chihi was like group captain, like there would be like less impact than like Kojirin being captain right now.
Yeah, especially because we have to find a new captain again.
Yeah.
Unless it's Chihi.
So it's good. It's pretty good. It's actually like I thought. So now that I think about it, like Sayaka choosing Kojirin was a good idea because then we don't need to choose another captain after just 2 years.
Yeah, that was literally like their reasoning. They said like in the documentary.
Yeah.
Yeah. Shiosuke Kato. Ryan, you want to read this?
I don't know why, but this year she really gave off the feel that she'll be the next captain, if no grad, of course.
I mean, speaking of captains,
yeah. I mean, it's because of the Loli concert, right?
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, and also she's doing a lot of like MC coverage and stuff. Like I think.
So
when was it? There was like some YNN stream I think where she was like one of the MCs. Actually, it might have been last year.
They always use her as MCs because she's like really like I don't know, she's super young. She's like isn't she like 16, 15?
15.
Yeah.
Yes.
She's really young but really mature.
Yeah,
like,
exactly. She's really mature and like she's like the most mature I think out of a lot of NMB. So I mean, they've talked about this a lot though. That like when apparently when like Akarin and like Kojirin or whatever told Kenmotsu, the show title president, that they wanted to do the next generation concert, like the producer guy said that, okay, you can have a concert, but the only requirement is that you have to find me the next captain.
Oh.
And then like it kind of clicks, right? Because then they said like, oh, they decided that they would let Kato run the concert. So that means they were looking at Kato as, future captain.
Yeah.
And then like Ayan even said it in her showroom the other day. She said that like when she decided that she was going to graduate, she made it a point to give like more responsibilities and basically Sodateru, like grow the other members, like the younger members. And she specifically said that one of the example was that they decided to give Keito the lead in the next generation concert because that's the future of NMB.
Like the second future, if like we're in the apocalypse, she's the post-apocalypse leader, or the post-apocalypse.
Because well, Keito got in at the tail end of Yamamoto Sayaka, right? Like
Yeah.
7th gen is like the true post Yamamoto Sayaka gen.
Yeah.
So I mean, we're still a long way away from like completely like being a new
Erasing.
group.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Give it like another year or two. We'll probably like once we get rid of like the pre-5th gens.
Yeah, maybe a year or two we will get rid of all of them.
Yeah, and Keito was also the like leader for Teppotai rehearsals.
Yeah.
Because like by default, Chihi was kind of leading all the rehearsals initially because she's the oldest, and then Wakapon and Keito went up and asked like we would like to be the leaders. So like Wakapon is like the squad leader they call her.
Nice.
And then Keito is the captain.
I think it's funny how you say like Chihi's the oldest, even though Miki's in there.
Sorry, I mean, we just ignore her.
Yeah.
Yeah, she doesn't count. Whatever.
She's not gonna really be helpful for anything.
She's just dead weight. Just put her in the center and just forget about her. Work around it. It'll be fine. Okay, let's move on then. Yoko no Sumire, Cosme to Ocean, so instant winner. LOL.
And boobs.
Boobs.
Yeah, just continuing the Gravure rush from last year, right?
Yeah.
And no, she got the photo book this year, which is
Yeah.
like she's like, imagine this, right? She's 6th gen, so
Yes. Been in the
she's
group for
later
2 years.
She's later than D3, and there are AKB members who just became regular, who are D3 who just became regulars this year,
Yeah.
and they compare them to Suchan who joined later, and now has a photo book.
That's AKB's problem too.
Yeah.
I'm saying like in comparison, like to
Yeah.
like her generation, right?
Yeah.
And I don't know. I keep beating this dead horse, but like Suchan basically makes 6th gen worth it. But it just like highlights her difference to the other 6th gens.
Also, like the remaining 6 gens when you consider like I guess not to get back into it, but yeah, Riona, Horinochi. Well, Riona's D3.
Riona's D3.
Horinochi leaving.
Yeah,
And I guess
Horinochi.
Rinachi.
Yeah, that doesn't count.
Yeah. We'll get there soon enough.
Yeah, but like Suchan and I guess maybe Hinacho, like if Hinacho and Deguchi like become like better, like more popular, then maybe like that saves 6th
There's
gen.
hope.
But
There's
right
hope
now
for
it's basically like Suchan and friends right now. And you can see it. You
not
can see
Harikana's not even her friend. It's just like lumped into there. She's like the best friend.
And you can see it in YNN 24, right? Like how basically how dirty they did 6th gen.
6th gen got screwed.
Yeah, really hard.
I guess like what was it, the Night Werewolf? Was that basically the 6th gen corner plus the Rainaton?
Yeah.
Thing.
Yeah.
And like they were like so it's all like remote and like super ghetto.
Yeah.
Yeah.
They're the forgotten. They're the forgotten gen.
Yeah.
They're gonna be like AKB 8th gen.
All right, and then before we get the 8th gen, though, we still got a 7th gen member with Kuroda Fuwa.
Hey, did Sleeves vote twice?
I wonder.
Because he would definitely have voted for Mikana, right?
Yeah, I wonder.
But yeah, we're saying this because the comment for Fuwa says talented face.
And that's what he says for Mikana all the time.
Yeah, I think that's in there later in this in another category. I think there's that comment also for Mikana.
Okay.
But I also, Fuwa definitely was like one of the first like 7-Gen members that like took everyone's attention because she's so tall, but also she's like really pretty, and then is center for the 7th-Gen.
I thought it was funny,
Stage.
hilarious when Nagisa would make fun of her arms.
Oh yeah, she called her long arms.
Yeah.
That's so weird. That's a weird name to call someone.
Because she was raising her hand like really, really like straight up, right?
Yeah.
And then Nagisa was like, "Wow, you have really long arms."
I'm gonna call you long arm from now on.
But I mean, she's okay. I mean, she still needs to develop more, like the makeup skills. She needs to watch more Akarin videos, I think.
Stop watching Milky videos.
Yeah,
Stop watching Ocarina videos.
Yeah, you can tell like she has something, right?
Yeah, like there's like some kind of hidden power, hidden talent within her.
Yeah, she just needs to develop it more. And she's center of 7th-Gen, right?
Yeah,
like
yeah.
if I think if anyone's gonna get into Senbatsu from 7th-Gen, she's probably gonna be doing it first. More than like Miyu or Mochan.
Yeah.
But we don't know because like Akarin chose her as center, but we don't know what the actual NMB management thinks about her.
Yeah. Okay. So then let's then pair down this list. So Yamamoto Mikana, does she stay? Yes or no? I'll also say yes. So put 3 votes there. Abe Wakana, does she stay?
Yes.
Yeah.
Yes. Deguchi Yuina, does she stay?
Yes.
So can we only vote for 3, or can we just like say yes to everything?
We'll try to like see like how many, like basically, because obviously we're not going to be voting like there'll be something like no, right?
Yeah.
So if we get this list of like, was it 12 members down to like 5 or 6, that'll at least get it started. Like tentatively, we could put like 2 stars, and then she'll be like on like in the short list, the shorter list.
Yeah. 2 is fine. I'm not gonna give her the yes.
Okay. I'll give her. You can give 1. Yamamoto Ayaka. I'm gonna say no.
No, not this year.
Not this year. Maybe next. Nope.
No. Well, so this award used to be named after her.
Yeah, and then new stuff happened.
Yeah.
Well, actually, I think because we used to have like the new member award.
Yeah.
Which we could have had this year with 7-Gen, but I think it's like too soon. But I mean, but then we do have a 7-Gen in this list also, so.
Yeah. Okay. Just like. No.
But Jeff, you also know.
No.
Okay. Bye, Ion. Namba Hinata.
Maybe.
It's yes or no, no maybes. Unless it's a Japanese
yes.
maybe, which means no.
Then no. Not quite yet.
I'll give her a no. Ryan.
I said I'll give her a yes.
Oh, damn you. Anshu. I'm gonna say no. You guys aren't on board either, so I'm pretty sure. Whoops.
I mean, I've always liked Anshu.
Yeah, I always like Anshu, yeah, but she's not a spotlight stealer. She's a spotlight hogger. Uno Mizuki.
Hell no.
No.
The leader. Maida Reiko?
No.
Not enough.
No.
Not yet.
I'll say no as well. Kokona.
It's hard. I mean, she's cute. So it's hard to say no to Kokona.
So Boulder. Let's Boulder. She's the winner.
No, I think no. I think she's a no.
This was like her rise to power year, though.
Is it?
Solo concert, getting center, getting all like the pushes now. She started trying to take over.
Yeah, kind of.
Isn't
Yeah.
that an argument for MVP?
Yeah, it could also be. Yeah, it's kind of overlap. I think also it's kind of like you're not Oshi, I guess, but also it's kind of subjective. So it's kind of hard to say.
Yeah, can we leave? Can we leave?
We'll give her 1 star. Yeah, we'll put her like pin her. Karin, Kojima Karin.
This one's hard too, but no.
I have her for another category.
Is it the most disappointing member?
No.
Do you hate NMB?
No, Karin.
I think this category is like the hardest category for us because a lot of members like stepped up this year.
Yeah, exactly. Especially because there's vacancies. There's a power vacuum. So
yeah, exactly. I mean, it's precisely because of that, because there's a power vacuum. So, for example, like it's hard to say no to Kato as well. For example, because but no.
Yeah, it's hard to say no, but I'm just saying no.
Because like in a normal year, like she'd get like a honorable mention from me, but I think there's like way too much this year.
I'll give her a star.
Okay.
Jeff.
Not yet.
Not yet. Okay. Stu-chan.
See, so I
Moving on.
actually she does deserve it though. Like if you want to look at it objectively, she does deserve it. But wait, the graph year thing started last year, right?
It started last year, yeah. So like I think even Andy gave it to her last year.
Oh,
when it was the breakout member.
Yeah. Okay, yeah. So yeah, we can know her this year.
Definitely, it's like this builds up off of that.
Yeah.
She became recognized as like one of the future graduate queens.
Yeah, and also like as like a top NMB member.
Yeah, partially because of that. Yeah, which I guess
not partially, completely because of that.
Yeah, she got Senbatsu. She's probably gonna be a Senbatsu lock.
Yeah,
going forward.
Yeah, but yeah, it started last year, so.
Bye, Suchan.
Bye, Suchan.
Fua.
Oh, definitely not.
No.
I'll also say no. Even though I like her, she said she plays Smash Brothers, so that was that put her on my good list. All right, let's move.
But it's still too early for Fua. Maybe next year.
Yeah. Oh, it's really windy right now. Tornado from Chiba is here. I told you.
It was super dark. Oh my god, it's like 5 p.m. and it's like night.
Yeah, it's just winter. It's the dark hour. It's because we're talking about the Spotlight Stealer. We have to pick the spotlight so we can.
Is the dark hour from Persona 3?
Yeah.
Yeah.
At midnight, when people become coffins, and then everyone who's not a coffin either gets eaten by monsters or they have to shoot themselves in the head with a gun.
Okay. That was
all right. So here's our like kind of shorter list. So it looks like Mikana and Wagapon are definite locks. So we gotta find a third. Yuina, Kato, Kokona.
And Hinacho.
Is Hinacho? Do we cut? Oh, she's still in there. Oh.
Yeah.
Oh, that's well. Do we keep Hinacho? I think even Kokona may not hang in here, even though I want to.
Really? Who would be your third?
Kato.
I mean, if the choice is Kato or Kokona, I'll choose Kokona.
That's true. That's true. Well, I mean, it's not.
You're just being biased.
I mean, as much as I like.
I mean, my pick is Yuina. Because this is supposed to be a personal award.
Yeah. Oh, your personal pick was Yuina?
Yeah, I mean, Spotlight Stealer.
Yeah.
I'll treat this as like the up and coming award, and I'll just go Mikana, Wakapon, and Hinacho.
Oh, interesting. I'll go Mikana, Wakapon, Kato.
I'll go Mikana, Wakapon, Yuina.
Well, whatever. We don't need a consensus, but
5 winners. Everyone gets a trophy.
participation trophy.
I guess if I'm gonna, I'll let you two duke it out then. I'll cut Kato.
No, then you're gonna cut Kaito. Choose someone else.
No, you guys convinced me. Yuina or actually, if I had to pick, I'll probably pick Yuina then.
All right, done deal.
by Hinacho and Kokona.
Oh, well, Hinacho can try again next year.
Hinacho's 4th place.
She's not even promoted from Kenkyusei yet.
No, that's true. Not yet.
Yeah.
Yeah, maybe in a date. Maybe by the time you hear this podcast, she might be promoted.
Okay, Smilodon. every single day he's like, oh, Hinacho's gonna get promoted today.
Promoted and then Senbatsu Center. Same day. Also a photo book, because why not? Okay, then let's pick a winner.
I mean, Mikana.
Mikana.
You guys going Mikana? I'm going Wakapon.
Oh, really? Then I'll jump on the Wakapon bandwagon.
What?
Oh.
No, I think like there's no.
Yeah, I mean, definitely public eyes Mikana. But even though you don't know, I don't. Even though you know, I like Wakapon way more.
Yeah, same here. Like Wakapon, like she definitely like is like because it's like it's more personal. Yeah, like I mean.
I think within NMB you can say like Wakapon, but like in general it has to be Mikana. As in like I don't think there's even a question. Like just the like how she blew up this year. Like that should deserve like the award like hands down.
She's putting your faith in Yuri in question.
Not really.
You say that.
Even the blonde hair.
Hey, there's a pinned tweet, there's a pinned message in Discord about you going to Mikana as soon as they start doing those events.
I already went though, so.
Okay, we'll give it to Mikana, I guess, begrudgingly.
Just the poetic justice for her from getting the most disappointing award last year.
Yeah, I guess that's a good point. All right,
I mean, we don't know. So we don't know what would have happened if there was no corona, right? But like whether like she would still have blown up or not.
Yeah. All right. So then our Yamamoto Mikana commemorative award goes to Yamamoto Mikana.
Surprise!
Even though it was a hard-fought battle with runner-ups Abe Wakana and Deguchi Yuina.
Okay.
Plaque will be sent to you soon, Mikana. Look for it email in 2 to 4 business weeks.
So if you guys have any, I think like the member categories are gonna get like the most like reactions from everyone.
I think so. Yeah, that's why we should have gone for the more upset. Okay. Next category is the Uemura Azusa Memorial Award, or also known as Most Disappointing Member or Member That Could Use Improvement, which we may rename it to another thing this year. And so this is essentially the member who like didn't live up to your expectations, or you like dropped the ball in regards to like their position in the group. It's not so much like the worst member of the group, worst member of the year award, or like a opportunity just to trash on them, just to express disappointment, really. So our nominees, we have Kobayashi Rina with 6 votes, Ota Riona with 4 votes, Yamamoto Ayaka with 2 votes, Uno Mizuki with 1 vote, Shiroma Miru with 1 vote, Umiyama Kokona 1 vote, Harakaran 1 vote, Yamada Suzu 1 vote, Horinochi Momoka 1 vote. Kind of some, I like how we like the positive awards and negative awards are always like the same category, same like nominees might show up on both.
I mean, it goes to show that a lot of this is like subjective opinions. Right?
Yeah, and for this one, there's like different. Clearly, there's different meanings of disappointing.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Like when we go through the comments, you'll see.
Yeah. So starting off with Kobayashi Arena, actually, funny thing. So I was like when I was compiling the results.
Yeah.
For Kobayashi Arena. So there's like 6 votes here, but only 2 comments. I'm like, oh, everyone just knows. Like you don't need to look at anything. Like it's just kind of funny. I was hoping there'd be no comments, but the 6 votes, like just a lot of silent. Like, yeah, we all know. Anyway, first comment. She seemed interesting to me in whatever show she was on. Gen 6 Ace, and then she scandaled.
Yeah.
Yeah. Next comment, Jeff.
The whole controversy of her was not only disappointing, but also very reminiscent of Azusa. LOL.
Yes.
Very-
I mean, the hilarious thing too is that like Azusa didn't even have like a final scandal. It's just like fucked
It was
off.
like behind the scenes or whatever, and yeah, and then she
Yeah.
just ghosted.
Yeah, and like Rinachi, I think and this is my answer too because like I mean I don't even know like I kind of like had high hopes for her because she was a like interesting character, and yeah, so I think she's very it was like I expected quite a lot from her. She was really interesting. She was a good performer and like hard worker and all of that, and I thought she was really interesting, but I don't know, like the spiral into irrelevance was like crazy fast too.
It's like hot mess, and
Yeah,
then
yeah,
disappeared right after.
yeah.
She
I mean,
occasionally shows up, and then like, oh, it's her.
yeah,
Because even like you don't even like pay attention to Azusa so much anymore. Like we just like know it's like, oh, she has like an Amazon wish list on her Twitter account for some reason. I think it's the most recent
like
Azusa news.
the most relevant Azusa becomes is like whenever they show like a picture of Quintet with 4 members. Like that's like the peak of her relevance. Like yeah, so like with Rinachi, it was like yeah, I mean, like with the actual meaning of the award, which is like the most disappointing member, like considering like how I think I even gave her like a breakout award like last year, last year,
Something like that, yeah.
but like how she's like fallen, it was like yeah, I really disappointed like how fucking hard would it have been not to go out during lockdown?
Yeah, basically, yeah, you had one job,
Yeah, you had one job,
and you
fucking
did
took
3 different things to break that rule.
Yeah, it took a fucking TikTok video. Oh my god.
Yeah, it's like the dumbest reason to get in trouble.
And I mean, to NMB's credit, they were like, yeah, fuck you, goodbye.
No, I believe it's you are the weakest link. Goodbye.
Yeah, she just like, I mean, I don't even know. Like, even if she had stayed, I think she would still be up for this award.
Yeah, she probably would have been like put in the back row of everything.
Yeah.
Punished Rinachi.
No. I mean,
Has to wear
I'm saying, like,
has to wear an eye patch
even if she
everywhere she
didn't
goes.
get into the scandal, I think she was on her way down anyway.
She like had that whole like bullshit speech, like, "Oh yeah, I was planning to announce graduation on my birthday anyway."
Yeah.
I'm like, "Yeah, sure."
No, I'm saying like
No, before out even the scandal.
Yeah, even the scandal, even ignore the scandal, I still think I mean, she was semi pushed, but I Harakaren and Shinshin was already above her.
Yeah, to be honest, I don't really remember what my impression of her was before anymore. Maybe because I erased my memory, but this also just wasn't so strong to begin with.
Yeah, for me it was just like it's the Asian father meme award.
Oh yeah.
Yeah, so
High expectations, disappoint.
Yeah,
She's basically like the anti Mikana, who went from like most disappointed to most, the best member or whatever. This went from like breakout member to most disappointed member.
Yeah, I mean personally, yes.
For you, yeah. Okay. Okay. Next, Ota Riona. Ryan, you want to read this first one?
Why she have to go?
Okay. This grad was way too soon. Sad or crying face. It's not really disappointing, but fuck it.
I think it is disappointing.
Okay, Jeff.
It just seems like she graduated too soon. Thought about voting for Ion, but she wants to be a nurse, and I can't be disappointed with that choice.
Oh.
Well, we don't know what Riona wants to be. Maybe she wants to be a doctor.
Yeah, we don't really
Ooh.
know. I think it's like Riona is like very like, I gotta get out of here for some reason.
Yeah.
Like
And she
2
didn't
weeks into the year or something like that.
Yeah. She didn't really say. She was like, okay, bye guys.
But the like for her, like her announcing graduation, so like she was never really on my radar. Like you guys kept on talking about her, like, oh man, she's so great. Like when she announced graduation, like, oh, okay. So like I think I'm less affected by her leaving NMB than maybe some people are. That's because I just didn't pay attention to her.
I personally like so I didn't really like her at the start. Like who is this girl and why is she like centering Yumenige? But like she grew on me quite a bit and I thought like she had like presence. And for me that's like the most important thing. Like especially if you watch like concerts or theater shows or whatever, right? You need presence. And I thought she had like quite a lot of presence. But yeah, I think I remember like talking about this like with my friends like when Yuri goes like Riona needs to be team end center.
And
But
she was briefly, or was she even?
no, she was never team end center.
Mm.
And like yeah, I had that like there I think with her it was more like, the disappointments in the graduation, not in her character. So if we're gonna call this like the Azusa Award, like I can't
You can't
choose
give it to her.
Leona. Yeah.
It's more like disappointing choice, I guess maybe.
Well, I mean, not. I think it's good that if we have a year where there's no scandal member.
Yeah.
Yeah, yeah.
We didn't have one last year, did we?
No.
No, we
No.
didn't.
No
It was
scandals
more
last
like
year.
yeah, because we
That's
voted
because
for
NGT had
Mikana.
all the scandals.
Shout out to
Whoever.
Katarina.
Yeah.
But yeah. So
Yeah.
last year it was more like with
More in spirit of disappointment.
yeah.
The Webster definition of disappointment. This is just scandal disappointment. And I guess, but because we only had like one real scandal, we have to figure out the other two. So let's continue down. We have Yamamoto Ayaka. Ryan, read this one.
The one who already hit the peak. So I'm assuming this was voted on before the announcement.
Possibly, yeah. And also dealing with my pain. Shout out to Andy. Most disappointed because she's leaving.
Yeah, I mean the peak thing. We kind of were talking about that with all the coconut stuff. Coconut getting pushed.
Yeah.
But now we know why, right?
I mean, it's kind of a similar thing like with Miru. I think Miru was also like most disappointed one year because like she was like the top member, but then she started like losing all these opportunities.
That was the Produce 48 year.
Yeah, and I think that was also like the Sayaka grad year.
Yeah.
So yeah, bring that back. But yeah, I think the peak you can only go down from if you're already at the top.
I
So
mean, the
anything
thing
you do is not unless you maintain the status quo is going to be disappointing.
the thing with Ayan though is I don't think she really hit her peak. So she was going up anyway. Like, and we had this discussion, right? Whether she was hitting her head on the ceiling or not. But still, right? You get the feeling like she could still go more.
Yeah, so basically kind of a Yuri situation.
Why?
Well, because Yuri also like she still had room to go up, but she left too soon.
Yeah,
So Ion also leaving too soon.
yeah. It was more like Shu, I think.
Yeah, yeah. Yeah. Next, Miki Uno Mizuki. Jeff, you want to read this one?
Still not interested in her. LOL. I'm not sure if this fits the the description.
Yeah.
I mean, yeah, I don't, yeah, I know.
I don't think I could ever be disappointed in Miki because I have no expectations for her whatsoever.
Yeah, well, her like getting Tabutai is like the anti-disappointment. You're more disappointed that she won than
Yeah.
how she like ruined Mikana's chances at being top or whatever. Yeah. Next, Shiroma Meter, 1 vote. Not doing a lot of things this year.
That was Andy's reason last year, right? Oh wait, that our reason last year?
I think that might be our reason because she did her photo book last year.
Oh, okay.
This year though, she got solo
Corona.
concert, Corona and solo concert. Forgot about the Corona. Yeah, that's pretty disappointing though if you get Corona.
Yeah.
I'm
Well, no. Now
It's-
she doesn't have to vaccinate.
Yeah, she has antibodies now, and she was already anti-vax.
Let's not spread.
Yeah. She had her solo concert. Got canceled and then rescheduled. Got another solo song. Albeit
started YouTube.
Started YouTube, yeah.
Yeah, you know what? I think with the YouTube, like you can't say that she's, I mean, she because she's already at the top, right? Like you always get the feeling that it's just treading water.
Yeah.
But then I guess the question, the reply to that, and then what do you expect?
Yeah.
I think she's trying new stuff. I mean, the biggest thing is YouTube, and then there are quite a few videos that really hit.
Yeah.
So that's the best she can do at her position.
Well,
And
I can't. I wouldn't say that. I wouldn't go that far. That like that's the best she can do. But I mean, I think she is trying her best.
but while also like not hogging the spotlight from new gens, right?
Yeah, I mean, we don't know if that was her choice or not, but
It seems like she's just kind of riding the wave as the new gen like kind of washes over her.
Yeah, we will find out more next year.
Yeah, I guess that'll probably be it'll be
whether she transforms into like the Akarin style senpai.
Yeah.
Or she. I mean, I hope not. I hope she's turn into like some Jurina style. Like I'm still next gen.
Yeah. Okay, next, Umiyama Kokona. Comment, Jeff.
A weak center.
What? Maybe because she's only half a center.
Yeah, I mean, at her current state, it's a little hard to imagine a solo center from her.
I mean, you better start getting ready.
I know. So I mean, as NMB fans, we're all rooting for her. I think, like, so this seems like more of the high expectations Asian father meme.
Yeah.
I don't think she was. I don't think she's done anything to be disappointing though. Like, she hasn't hit like super highs, but I don't think she got any. I don't think she went down or anything.
Yeah.
No, I think she only like went up this year.
Yeah.
Give her
but
some
it's like
time.
a very slow pace. Yeah, my pace, as they say in Japan.
That's how she is. So
like if for example like Kohona or Ayan even like got on the wave that Mikana got on, right? That would have been like the perfect scenario for NMB management.
Yeah.
But yeah, we'll see. I think next year is gonna tell us a lot.
Yeah.
In what direction NMB wants to go to, whether it's Miru or Kohona.
Okay, next Harukaran. Ryan,
Maybe you should read this, man.
I'll read this. Okay, her gravity focused seeming focus is unfortunate, even if she is super pretty. I mean, I can't say this is disappointing though, because like this is like I say this is her best year.
I mean, there's not much to compare to, right?
Like, I mean, yeah. But
she got into Senbatsu.
Yeah, twice.
Yeah,
got into
it's a good year
stayed
for
in
her.
Senbatsu. Started like, I mean, Graviers, whatever. It started like, further pushing her weird persona. The Piro stuff, which maybe people are starting to get annoyed by it, maybe. I'm okay with it.
I mean, the danger for her is to turn into Udon, right?
Yeah, becomes just like a weirdo.
Yeah.
I mean, she already is like a weirdo.
I think I mean I guess what this person is saying is that Karen's like tall and pretty, so she can still do other stuff. So why is she doing gravy? And I guess
Yeah,
the answer to that is like it's not really her fault.
it's Akane's fault for denying her right,
No, I mean
her blood right.
like, management chooses jobs for members.
I guess it's true.
So and if you get offers for it, right? Like if Bubuka or Flash or whatever wants to do a gravure with Karen, then let her do it, whatever. And I guess the disappointment there is like, why can't she get like the fashion stuff? And I mean, fashion is very hard to get work for.
Yeah,
Like you can't just say like, oh, we want to do fashion, and then you can suddenly do fashion. Like the editors from the other side need to want you.
hmm
Like NMB has been fortunate that we've had like girls that have been appealing to fashion magazines, but like even like Kokona doesn't really get on like really major fashion magazines. I think the only major one is like Ayan, and she's like
17.
yeah 17, and but she's not really a featured model of 17. I mean she's just there.
Yeah,
I mean I understand. I understand this person's sentiment, but I kind of disagree that it's disappointing.
yeah. I
And
don't think this is his point this year. I mean, it's only disappointing when like was it last year, and I guess even earlier parts of it must have been last year when like she kept on like doing every showroom contest and losing. That would be disappointing. Yes,
yeah, that was last year. Did she
but this
finally
year it
win?
definitely started
Has she
like her.
finally won?
Yeah, she got into Toyo Girls collection.
Oh yeah, she did, and she didn't join the other one, and the Emosto.
Yeah, I didn't do the TV show one.
Yeah, thankfully for her fans.
Yeah, I mean because it was also the same time as Tepotai, but yeah,
Yeah,
yeah. Okay. Next, Yamada Suzu, and
uh,
then Horinochi Momoka.
gone too
Just
soon.
gone too soon. Yes.
I mean, I think these. I mean, I have no idea why Suzu was chosen, but like Momoka is probably the same reason as
Riona.
and to a lesser extent Ayan.
Yeah. Okay.
Maybe like with Suzu, maybe it's like with her career in general.
Yeah, I think it's probably maybe with the example.
I mean,
But
I don't know. I think she had a good enough career. Like I thought like all her like her speeches about wanting to quit because she doesn't want to compete, blah blah blah, was nonsense. In that sense, maybe that's disappointing. Like what the hell did you think you were getting into?
yeah.
Like at the end of the day, right? Like show business is like a competition with the other person. So yeah,
uh,
that's the comment about this.
yeah. Oh crap! I forgot to add in nominees. Do you guys have any other nominees you want to add in?
Nope.
Not really.
I'll add one.
Aren't you?
No. I'm gonna add Yoshinomie Saki as my disappointing
What?
member.
She just joined.
I know, and I'm.
Why? Because she doesn't do
She
English
didn't blow me
corner
away
anymore.
she didn't blow. Yeah, she didn't blow me away with her
You,
English, and it's probably
you,
because of her age. So it's
you've
not
had
fair.
2 events.
I know, right?
That's just because you set your expectations too high.
I know. that means she disappointed me, right?
Okay.
Impossible expectations. Don't miss it. But then also you add in like she's like a really crappy dancer, I guess. Now we saw her screw up majorly at like Akane's grad concert and even
I
in
mean,
the
I don't
Boy
think
concert.
that's a disappointment though, because no one expected her to be a good dancer.
Yeah, but I don't expect you to screw up that bad. Running halfway across the stage.
I don't know. I think she's been better received from Japanese fans than I thought she would be.
Really?
Like
I
we
guess
were
because
all
she's not
saying,
leaning in. Yeah, go ahead.
we were all saying she's gonna have like no fans, but then I don't know. I've seen some Matome articles on her, and then she seems to get a good amount of Japanese comments in showroom too.
Yeah, she's not really leaning into like the English persona a whole lot, which is an easy trap to fall in if you have that ability.
Yeah, and that's good because she shouldn't be doing that because the
You alienate like your actual like money makers or whatever.
yeah
Like the Japanese fans who actually will be like, buying your tickets or goods or
yeah
whatever. Because overseas fans, as nice as it is, like to be able to talk to them, like they're probably not going to be buying your handshake tickets or goods or anything.
yeah.
Um,
The mat market is really small because it's just
it's just Matt.
Just ask Sally Amaki.
Yeah.
I
Yeah,
think
so I mean, I'm
I'd
kind of
be
disappointed that she
surprised,
hasn't
actually.
gone like the Sally thing, but maybe it's because I'm so used to that kind of pattern. Because even like you think of like Imichi or even other AKB English speaking members.
Yeah, I think she's doing like better than expected. Obviously, she's still lowly, right? So it's still not that great.
Yeah,
Like
she
and
can only go up, I think.
yeah, I mean it's a race. It's a race between going up and then her losing interest.
Yeah, and leaving was also because it seems like she might. I don't think she won't have a long time here. I think she might leave like as soon as she goes to high school or
She might be too smart.
yeah.
Yeah.
um,
So
but I guess to
we'll
bring up
see.
your point about her again, like Japanese like comments and things. I guess she probably got some spotlight with the whole uh
Komisaki.
yeah, the Mikana thing, Mikana
Yeah.
God. Omisaki.
I mean that's pretty good for her. Like with seventh gen, like only a few got like some spotlight, and she got like quite a big
Got a
one.
couple spots.
Yeah, and
Cause like there was the
they put her
werewolf,
beside Mikana.
put her next to Mikana, and then she was also in the weird Ray hentai corner.
Oh, what was she wearing?
She was a Tengu or something.
Oh, okay. Yeah, so I think she's done. I mean, YNN gave her more than I thought they would.
Yeah.
Even though we expected like an English corner and they didn't do one.
Yeah, that's why I'm disappointed. I didn't get my English corner. And the most English corner we got was like the random questions they did like in like the Neverland segment where like they ask questions like how do you say Neverland in English or how do you
And
write it
she
in
wasn't
English?
even in that.
Yeah, exactly. So it's like, but I guess maybe they just don't want to pin her in a corner.
Yeah, I mean, I think that's smart. I don't know if it's on purpose or not, but I think it's smart that they're not doing that to her.
Gotcha. I think I started off really good, like with that whole moment in the Holy concert, calling everyone dumb, and saying she's super smart because she speaks English. And I was like, oh man, she's gonna be awesome. And then
The next concert, she
Yeah.
ran across the stage.
well, okay, well maybe her Hunch Kai will be good, and then that's okay. I'm bringing that back. Okay, but that was just my piece. I don't think she's gonna hang with the rest of the list probably.
Yeah.
So
I have another one. I have one that I just remembered.
okay.
Anchu. I did explain it earlier. Is that I thought she had a chance this year, and she just like took a step back.
Okay, yeah, we talked about it earlier.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I don't need to explain it more, but
Yeah.
I just wanted to put it in. So
But you don't think that? But it's probably not the most disappointing, right?
probably not. I mean, we already have a winner. We don't need to do
Well, whoops. Here you go. So eliminate those two. Momoka.
Eliminate.
that.
Keep.
No, not wait. Let's get rid of Suzu. And
Get
then
rid of
Karen.
Kokona.
Kokona.
I say even get rid of Karen.
Yeah, get rid of Karen.
Get rid of that Karen.
Yeah, get rid of Miki.
Miki, yeah.
Meter.
Miru.
Let's take
Actually, Miru. Yeah, Miru's okay. I think Miru for the same reason. Coconut, we're gonna get rid of one of them. Get rid of the other. Ion.
So it's between. Is it between Ayan and Momoka?
Yeah,
Okay, then get rid of Momoka.
yeah, because it's the same reason of leaving too early.
but less
and
intense.
and
Because, like,
Ion
Momoka,
has our
no one. Yeah. Aside from Ferris, no one gives a shit about Momoka leaving.
ouch.
Whereas like Ayaka Ion is like literal future of NMB.
Yeah.
And so I think she was kind of like I think remember we gave like Amimaru disappointing last year.
Yeah. But that's because like
And that was much worse because like she gave up before she was promoted.
she gave up. Yeah. Basically, Amimaru was like, this idoling thing is too hard. Fuck this. I'm just gonna be a Twitch streamer.
Is she a Twitch streamer? Or I thought she just like does code.
17 live.
Oh, 17 lives, the same thing. Cam girl.
Okay, yeah, it's like it's not playing game. Like it's not doing actual Twitch.
Yeah.
I mean, because that's how she got into idols in the first place.
Yeah, showroom.
Because showroom auditions, right?
Yeah.
And then she realized, oh, it's not just that.
Yeah. And she was like, well, it's easier to just do that, so I'll just keep doing that.
All right, and then presumably Riachi is the winner.
Yes.
Or loser, I guess. I mean, I want to put this.
Like, I mean, I guess like it goes two ways, right? Like, the fuck you fuck you award, which goes to Rinachi, and then it's like why did you leave us award, and that should go to Riona or Ayan.
Riona and Ion, yeah.
Yeah.
Yep. So yeah, there's our Uemura Azusa Memorial Award, which will from henceforth be known as the Kobayashi Arena Memorial Award. Goes to Kobayashi Arena with runner-ups Ota Riona and Yamamoto Ayaka. A plaque that's been like dropped on and smashed with a hammer will be on your way soon, Riachi. So our next category is a very contentious award, the most contentious award of the night, and that is the Yamamoto Sayaka Memorial Award, or MVP Award, which goes towards the best member, the member who pushed NMB to be better as a whole this year, what's brought attention to the group, attracted new audience to the group, kept the group from falling apart, etc., etc. So who's the member you think that lived up to the name and legacy of Yamamoto Sayaka? And our first our nominees we have Shibuya Nagisa with 4 votes, Yamamoto Ayaka with 4 votes, Yamamoto Mikana with 3 votes, Yoshida Akari with 2 votes, Yokono Sumire with 2 votes, Kawakami Chihiro with 1 vote, Uno Mizuki with 1 vote, Shiro Miru 1 vote, Umiyama Kokona 1 vote. Do we have any extra nominees we want to add to this list?
Surprisingly, no.
Oh, really? Oh, yours is already on there.
Yes.
Wait, you didn't put that there.
Nope.
It's really sus. Ryan?
No, I think it's good.
I'm gonna add Koji Makarin.
Oh.
Okay, so then let's read the comments. So first we have.
Why is Saipi not on here?
Okay, that could be your.
Okay, you can add her.
That's your nominee, and then we immediately take her off. No. We'll see. All right, so first comment we have Nagisa. Keeping NMB48 on TV. She even appeared on national TV.
I mean, she appears on national TV weekly.
Yeah, or mostly weekly for the most part. I guess.
She has other shows.
Yeah, I only think of Torniku because that's the only one I watch.
Yeah, you only watch that one, but she has other shows.
Yeah. Next comment, Jeff.
Obviously.
Shibuya Nagisa, obviously. Yeah. All right, Ryan, read this next one.
Nagisa just seems to be everywhere, raising awareness of NMB.
Yes. Okay, and this last one, Nagisa's popularity climb has been insane. Here are some stats for her rise in TV appearances right alongside the newest Nogizaka pushes.
This one's actually so I looked at the link that they gave.
Yeah.
It's actually like misleading because they only count like Tokyo shows.
Not Osaka.
So So for example, like Nagisa has a show that yeah, not Osaka number one. And the other is like Nagisa has a show that's in both Tokyo and Osaka, but they don't count it, which is Wakiari Red Zone. They don't count it because it's not shown outside those two places. So basically, I'm saying the stats are rigged, and if it was a legitimate thing, like Nagisa would kill everybody on it.
But even then, she's doing not too terrible. I guess 30
Even then, yeah, even then, she's still doing
pretty well. So basically, she would kill like I mean, who's like the top?
well. No, the top one is unfair though because they have like a 5 minute show every day or something.
Okay, yes, I guess that doesn't count. Or
Yeah.
it's like it's yeah. I just look at this list. What is? I'm surprised Kitagawa Yuri has so many. That must be like Nogi Ego or something.
Yeah, something like that. Like Nogisaka has like a shit ton of shows though, so
All their
Yeah.
shows are and then all their shows are in Tokyo, right?
yeah,
Yeah. So of course they like show up so much. So the fact that like NB or the fact that Nagisa can like do this out like on Nogizaka turf is pretty impressive.
yeah. But yeah, and yeah, that's the point though. If they change the parameters to count like local Kansai, right? Then yeah, Nagisa would kill everyone.
Yeah. Cool. Also, there was a extra mention here. P.S. You guys should rig this so she wins, even if she doesn't get the votes. Well, that's our job. That's our job as like the moderators of this voting process.
Nagisa is basically like holding up NMB. Well, especially with Akarin gone, right? Like she is holding up like NMB's like mainstream. But the thing though is like I don't think so. People know who Nagisa is, but they might not know what NMB is.
Yeah.
So if you're watching Toriniku, right, you don't actually think, oh, that's NMB48 Shibuya Nagisa. You just think, oh, that's Shibuya Nagisa.
Yeah.
Even though she wears the uniform.
Yeah, she still wears uniforms in every single like TV appearance, whereas like Yukiri, who's on the same show with her, does not wear any uniform. Just wears like actual normal clothes.
Yeah. I wish she would wear like her normal clothes. I feel bad for her that she has to wear the uniform. Because they always look really, really lame.
Like her only like I guess it's still technically a uniform is her fuck what's the show? The new Manabu-kun show, which is like the weird like Chinese dress.
Oh, the Chinese dress.
Yeah, but technically that's like still a uniform because she wears the same one every week.
Yeah, but that's that's an outfit, right?
It's still still like a costume.
Yeah. But yeah, and apparently, right, and this is like kind of biased, I guess, but right now, which December, she has like big billboards and posters in the entirety of Osaka.
For the rugby.
Yeah, for the rugby. I mean, it's for the rugby, but she's the like the image character for
ambassador.
it.
Yeah.
Yeah. So good for her. She has two, and she keeps mentioning she has two commercials.
Not counting the Budaman Gogoichi Budaman commercial.
No, that's it. Butaman and Joshin.
Okay. Oh yeah, Joshin. Forgot about Joshin. That was this year.
Yeah.
Okay. Next we got Yamamoto Ayaka. Jeff, you want to read this?
Dealing with my pain.
Shout out to Andy again.
So no one else commented?
No, there was like a lot of like no comments for a lot of these
So
things.
I think Ayaka Ayan is on here just because of the graduation announcement.
Probably, yeah. I think a lot of people changed their awards or changed their picks or whatever. Which okay.
I think Ayan's done a lot this year. Centered date. And then the Takeda barbecue stuff. That's where she like flexed on all of us, right? Like how
rich she is.
no, how detail oriented she was. She would get like nice plates and all of that. So good for her.
Yep. Okay. Yamamoto Mikana. Ryan, you can read this one.
Talented face.
All right, and has given hope for a future D3 ace after Riona left.
I don't think she's a future D3. I think she is the D3 ace.
Yeah, with I think Wakapone as her rival, potential rival.
I don't
Not
think
quite at that
Wakapone's-
level, but like they're both. I think now. I also guess Kato, but Kato I think is not really so much. I think she was early on pitched to be an ace. Now she's definitely more of a Kojuni type.
Yeah.
I
think. Yeah, so with Mikana, like we can go back to the spotlight conversation. We talked about a lot about it there, but like she for some reason she got into the zeitgeist, right? And she went viral for a day,
yeah.
and she's rode that to a TV commercial and
Like magazine
cover.
appearances. Yeah.
Magazine appearances plus a magazine cover, right? So that's pretty impressive. So yeah, I think this year was really good for her. Yeah, maybe I don't know. It remains to be seen, like how they capitalize on it next year.
And even within NMB, Teppotai number 2.
Yeah.
The real number 1.
Yeah. And she got a massive, basically after the CDTV thing, right? Like NMB management got the hint, and like suddenly started pushing her like massively.
Yeah.
So she's in the typical group that goes on every show now.
Yeah, I mean
like
there was
randomly
the
shows up
group
on.
that went to Okinawa, right? And there were only 6 of them, and she was still one of those. So
Yeah, and she's also like on the 10th anniversary documentary with like the other 5th gen aces or 5th gen.
yeah, and she was on the 10th anniversary book
on the cover.
On the cover of it, yeah. I mean, management has always liked Mikana. Like they would push her like quite a bit before, right? Even though she wasn't popular. And now that she's given them a reason to push her, they're like really really pushing her.
Yeah, I mean we could see like her like she could get like a photo book maybe next year.
I don't know.
Or is it too soon?
It would be a photo book in the Japanese sense of a photo book.
Like a style,
how Japanese separate the Shashin Shu photo book with the actual photo book.
Yeah.
I think she might get a photo book, but not the gravy style photo book.
Yeah. A very classy one. A Sakamichi style one.
Well, even the Sakamichi ones wear bikinis though.
I guess true.
Anyways, we'll see.
We'll see, yeah. Yeah, it's like if she can like, fill the void of Ion when she leaves next year.
I mean,
we still have Yamamoto.
Yeah.
Took new form.
Oh my god, this is gonna be like weird, right? Like, we can still have Yamamoto. It's just like the Yamamoto is different.
Hey guys, it's like, hey guys, we got Yamamoto just like you guys wanted.
Yamamoto at home. I mean, I think she has a shot at being center next year.
She really needs to improve her performance skills.
That's a long shot.
I agree. I mean, yeah, of course, I agree that it's a long shot, but like it's much more realistic than last year.
Yeah. Okay.
Or like Hasa Anon or something.
Hinacho.
Yeah. I think there's a shot that let's say they reshuffle and they put like Kokona in N and Mikana could get B2 center. Or
I can see that. I can see that.
They send Mikana to N and then keep Kokona in B2.
I could see that too, yeah.
Yeah, but as Jeff said though, like I mean, I like Mikana, but like she still like really really needs to improve like her performances because it's not very good at all.
Yeah, she still has some working on to get to.
Definitely.
Yeah. Okay. So then next we got Yoshida Akari. I'll just read his comics. I forgot who was last. Seemed to give the group an extra something whenever part of stuff.
Yeah.
I guess yeah. Like, I wonder. I mean, this kind of will deal with my pick as well. My nomination was it was 10th anniversary as big because of Akarin,
I don't think so.
or was because of other factors.
So the thing with Akarin is like I think we've given her like MVP award like a couple of times already,
Yeah.
right?
It's her last
And-
chance. Still give it
Yeah.
to her.
And the thing with Akarin is like, is it this year? I mean, I guess the graduation is this year, but like her impact in NMB has been more like the past couple of years, and
Yeah.
this year was just the culmination of everything.
Yeah, like
So
all
I
her
do
hard
understand,
work.
like especially because this was her graduation year, and I would probably vote for Akarin, but like I do understand why people wouldn't vote for her though. Yeah.
Okay.
What do you think, Joe?
Yeah, it's hard to pinpoint anything that was specifically this year, other than
The graduation.
the graduation concert or like
Or
I don't
that
know, maybe
sofa.
Like my playlist 7 and Akarin
Or
was
that
Yeah.
sofa.
my play is 7. That's like a one-off show.
Yeah, and that could probably be something for
I mean,
another
she
category.
continued to like encourage members to make new subunits like Raison d'etre and Gemini. So, but that's again just more continuation of what they started with Quintet.
Yeah, which well now we know like making subunits is probably like a cursed idea now.
So all subunits now have graduate, right?
Except for Gemini.
All the official ones.
Yeah. Well, I guess Raison d'etre is not official, but they
Yes.
They still have a graduate.
Gemini. Gemini, you're next.
It's only 2 of them.
Okay. Okay. Yoko no Sumire. Jeff, you can read this.
She was the member who has grown on me the most this year. For me. Wait.
She was
For
the
you?
she was the member who grown the most this year for me. Okay. Okay, so the person that wrote this. Grown, I guess, in terms of like grab your blow up potential, I guess.
I mean, you can make an argument for Suchan because and she continued being successful right in the Gravier stuff, right? And then the photo book, like if you're looking at it from like the Yoshimoto perspective, like they fucking made a killing on her this year.
Yeah,
Like
I would.
how much is the photo book, right? A couple of thousand.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I would say she's like Mikana, but in the gravy arena.
Okay.
Rather than the fashion arena.
Yeah.
So if Mikana is talented face,
That's not good.
Sumire is talented body.
I guess.
I guess.
Yeah, and you know what? Not everyone can have like
Both or all.
those genetics, I guess.
Yeah, exactly.
Like we were talking about like Wakapon Gravy, right? And I was saying like she doesn't actually look like Suchan, so she probably shouldn't like go there.
Yeah. All right. Okay, actually, Jeff, you can read this next one. I have to screw up the order. Kalkami Chihiro.
Because it's your vote, Jeff. So
It's not.
we know.
I didn't submit one for real.
Yeah.
She had a lot of success this year and has seen a lot. So yeah, I mean, she definitely had a lot of personal success. Like she went on a bunch of shows for things she's interested in, did acting despite the setbacks.
got her acting shows, got her plays canceled.
Yeah.
But then got on TV. It got on the NHK drama, and then I guess the Zoom play stuff also.
Like, I mean, dealing with a lot of graduations from Team N, but still trying to push them forward with the N dash show. So yeah, I'm happy someone else voted for her. But I know you guys won't. So this is my soapbox.
This is your soapbox. All right, next, Uno Mizuki. Thank you for your vote, Vlad. No comment. That's just, I was assuming Vlad voted for him. Miru, Shiro Miru.
Was this Andy's vote? This is probably Andy's vote, right?
No, his was Ayaka. He wrote the deal with Pain. So someone else wrote NMB Ace.
I mean, if you follow like the Andy school of thought from last year, right, when he said that like you for the MVP you always have to vote for the ace. And I guess that
I don't think that's true.
I mean, I don't agree with it. I'm saying like if they agree with what Andy said.
Because I think in past years, like we gave it to like Ocarina, she's not the ace. So yeah.
Yeah, and well, that's just because like it was boring to vote for Sayaka every year.
But I think that's also like she actually did like step up, and that's when her whole like fashion and quintet stuff blew up.
Yeah.
All right, next, Umeyama Kokona. After my Oshi graduated, Kokona got my attention, and she got double center with Ion after she said she wanted to be an NMB center at her solo con, which is also this year. She worked hard in NMB.
I mean, yeah, I can see it, but I don't know. I don't think
Kokona's year.
No, it's not.
Is it half of her year?
It was a good year for her, but I can't say it was her year.
Okay. Like a typhoon or something going on right now, like a tornado. Can you just hear the wind?
No, because we're not in Tochigi.
No, I can hear it from my mic because it's so loud.
No.
Oh,
okay, that's good. Anyway, I gotta keep on going on. Kojima Karin, okay, so it's my pick. So this has a lot of caveats and like what if scenarios I'm gonna assume are true for the sake of my argument. That's basically how she like pulled off the whole like 10th anniversary like this year, all the plans that were she had. But also, I was assuming like was she responsible for bringing like back all the graduated members?
Of course not.
Was she responsible for like doing the online talk events, doing like the YouTube stuff? I think maybe the ring ring cards might have been her contribution because she seemed to be the one pushing those. But I think like we talked about this. We talked about this earlier, I guess, when in the Spotlight Stealer, like just how she like grew into the whole captain persona this year.
Yeah, I think that's
kept NMB afloat. I
think that's the best argument for Kojirin, to be honest, is that she grew into being captain. And now you're not like, what the fuck? Why is it Kojirin? Because I remember we talked about this, right? When she became captain, it was like, what the hell?
Yeah. And now I'm like, oh, okay. And I think especially because like the whole like speech, like Sayaka picked Kojirin because she's young and she's responsible and she's not gonna leave in like 2 years. So
yeah.
And I think she definitely has the right mindset of like what it means to be a leader and be a captain of the group. Even if she could be like a figurehead for all intents and purposes.
Yeah.
Because sometimes like the group captain isn't really actually have any power. Like if you take like the AKB group captain like Mion or even Yuihan, like they didn't really do anything.
I think you still have to like gain the fans' trust and like try to convey to fans why you should believe in decisions that are being made, even if they're made by like real upper management. I think it's more of a like conduit between that side and the fan side. And being a former fan, like she has a good perspective on that.
Yeah, I think so. With NMB, for example, like I don't think like I'm trying to think of like when Sayaka was around. Like I don't think like Sayaka ever like felt the need to like protect management. So it was more like she was leading the group, but Well, I think it's because like enemy management doesn't really make dumb decisions. So like I mean I guess like what Jeff was saying like is like Yui Han or like Mion has to defend like dumb shit that enemy AKB management do.
Yeah.
But like I don't think like there's anything particularly bad that like an NMB management has done. Like there's like obviously there's like some questionable stuff, right? Like I'm sure like Kojirin had to defend like Tepotai and the showroom bullshit thing. And yeah, you know what? Yeah, maybe. So in that sense, that I think like Kojirin has like grown enough where like fans do listen to her. Like okay, Kojirin says it's like that, so we'll believe her.
I mean, it's also not so much like specifically dumb things, but also like the direction of the group. Like she said, like what she said about aiming for Kyocera Dome again. Like it's not realistic, but like I don't know. I think people say, "Oh, it's admirable that they're trying."
Yeah. Go for like a really high, maybe unattainable goal. You know, the whole like shoot for the moon, even if you miss, you land in the stars. Shoot for Kyocera Dome, even if you miss, you still get Osaka Joe Hall.
Yeah, there's nothing wrong to have goals, right? Like
Yeah.
AKB, when AKB started, they said that their goal was the Tokyo Dome.
Yeah.
It's the
And then they got it like
1,050 meter thing.
and yeah, they got it like in 7 years. So yeah.
Yeah, I mean, there's nothing wrong with doing that. Like it's actually like the other way around. When you stop having goals, then it's like, well, what the fuck are you doing then?
Yeah, why are you so group?
Yeah.
I think that's like the whole like theme of Yume wa Nigenai.
Oh no, the theme of
Don't
you.
run away from your dreams.
Yeah, that's true.
Yeah. Okay. Ryan, tell us about Saipi.
No, I just wanted to give her like props.
I mean, for her speech, her grad concert speech about her mom.
Yeah, yeah. I mean, I don't want to reduce it to just that speech, but like I think it takes a lot of courage to talk about something like that.
Yeah, exactly.
And like even like her wanting to move on, deciding to move on and all of that. Like it takes courage to do that.
Especially after one of your closest senpais and good friends. I'm not sure how close Akarin and Saipi really are. Doing it like a month after or 2 months after.
Yeah.
I guess it must have been a month. Yeah. But also, yeah, she did like. I think she was definitely a big part of the whole, like, the whole guidance show thing. Like, she brought in a lot of Korean fans and I guess even Chinese fans.
And female fans.
And female fans as well, yeah.
Yeah. So I'm pretty sure NMB doesn't give a shit about like foreigners.
Nope.
If they did, they'd fix the
the fucking ticket center.
So they clearly don't.
Yeah.
So, but like, it was a double punch, right, of Akarin and Saipi with the female thing.
Yeah. So like now, hopefully maybe Mikana can, and even like Ion may have had some.
Yeah, you know what?
Female
Now,
fan.
That's the hard thing right
it's
now.
The triple.
Without Akarin and Saipi, like who's left to like try to grab the female fans, and it's now just Kokona and Mikana.
Maybe Nagisa, but she's not.
But Nagisa's not really particularly popular with the girls.
Yeah,
she's
just
popular
more
in general.
Yeah. Yeah, so I guess it's up to Mikana. I guess, I mean, Anchu, I guess, has some female fans as well, quite a few female fans, but she's not very popular.
Yeah. Even if the percentage is high, like the base is really low.
Yeah.
It's like how Momoka probably had like 90% like female fans. But she had no fans, so
yeah. Okay. So then let's break down his list. So Shibuya Nagisa, does she stay on this list?
Yes.
Yes.
Emphatic yes. Ion, does she stay on this list?
As much as I hate to do this, no.
Oh shit!
Because she gave up.
You gave up.
on
Yeah,
the group.
quitters never win. Fuck you, Ion. No.
I think. Sorry. Okay, wait. Just for Take the barbecue. Okay, I'll say yes.
But I'm gonna say because she quit, I'm gonna say no.
Okay.
How'd you, Jeff?
Jeff's
Actually, we'll put a star there.
I'll still say yes.
Oh, okay. Mikana.
Yes.
We already gave her a Spotlight Stealer.
Hey, it's possible to get multiple awards.
It is. It is.
I guess yeah, for attracting new audiences, I could give it to her. I'll give it 2 stars. Akari. Oh, Yoshida Akari.
Yes.
Not Yoshida. It's one yes.
Not this year.
Not this year. She already had it a couple times already.
Yes.
So last year, I will also not give it to her. Yeah. Maybe I'll give it to her just because of her ridiculous dress. Suchan.
Same as the Spotlight one. Like, I would give it to her normally, but like she had like too much. She has too much competition.
Oh, she has 2 rivals basically. Ray-chan and
Wakapon.
Miru.
Oh, okay.
I guess Wakapon, yeah. And even then you have like your. So like if like those are the S tier, Wakapon maybe A tier, and then you have your B tier with Shinshin and Harakaran and Shogumarin. Shogumarin is probably C tier.
Yeah, I was gonna say. That's actually that's a good hierarchy, man. That's a good tier list.
But the letters go the other way.
Oh no, S is bigger than. Moving on. So no Suchan.
Maybe next year, Suchan.
Okay. Chihi.
99 votes.
100
All the votes. All the votes.
No discussion. I mean, she did do a lot this year. I'll give it to you. Yeah, like she did do a lot of stuff, personal wise.
Teppo Tai.
I mean, barely getting in, you know.
In and out was the big difference. In and out was a big difference.
Yeah. Miki.
No, of course not.
Whoops. I keep on taking screenshots when I meant to do that. Biru.
No.
Oh.
I think she didn't do enough this year. Which is like kind of a theme with Miru nowadays.
But I think the thing is, she did do a bit this year, you know, the concert and solo song. I think that's it. But I think it's more like.
But someone of her stature, that's like.
She should be doing more, I guess.
Yeah.
If she is the ace, she should be.
We have this discussion every time.
Yeah. Keep on coming back to Kokona.
Yeah.
Is this Coconut? You saying yes?
I don't think she did more than Ion, for example. Well, maybe solo concert.
No. I say she did more than Ion.
Like what?
She literally did. She had a solo concert.
And then started stealing jobs from all the graduates. Freaking scab.
She's like
Teppen
the worst
Radio.
person.
Teppen Radio. She got. I mean, we'll talk about this later in the news, but she got the on and off the Saipi show.
Yeah, she's gonna get like the bonsai or something, some bullshit like that.
she'll do like Takeda barbecue for some reason also.
Even though she was in the very first one, remember it was Lapis Arch, and all she did was like mix jagariko, the potato chips, with like some soup or whatever.
Okay. Well, so let's see. Yes from Jeff, Ryan. No. I will give a yes, but a very weak yes. Kojin, I'll say yes.
No.
I'll let her have the 1 star from you.
Okay. Saipi.
No.
Yeah, okay. I'll do no too. I just wanted to give her a shout out.
Okay. Yeah, I mean it's kind of right that. Even I don't think Kojin will hang with some of these.
Yeah.
She could overtake Akarin maybe.
Really? I mean, it was her graduation year.
It's Kojin's captain year.
She was captain since
That was
one
2 years ago.
One quit and one paved the way for the new NMB. Actually, Akari did that too. She helped. I guess Kojin wouldn't be as good as she is without Akarin's help. I mean, even that whole
For sure.
yeah. Okay, sorry, Akarin. Sorry, Kojin. Okay. Oops, I didn't do that. Okay, so here's our. We got these 5. So Nagisa, Lock, Aion, Mikana, Akari, Kokona.
Yeah.
Cross out Akarin. We only give her 1 star.
Oh, that's right. Fuck you, Akari. But she beat Kojin for some reason. Okay. Okay, so Kokona, Aion. I think that might be the toss-up ones. Mikana's probably a lock.
Is she?
Is she?
I'm trying to think. Like, well,
Or should we deny her
Let's just
award?
deny her because she won already.
already got the other award.
Is it?
But
Got-
I'd like.
I mean, I don't know if like external work wise, right? Like, yeah, getting a shampoo commercial and
Magazine
fashion
and
magazine.
like
Really
national Twitter clout.
I mean, yeah. I was gonna say I don't want to oversell the Twitter thing, so it's just Twitter, right? But the shampoo commercial and the fashion magazine is a real thing. Would that
Twitter's not real.
yeah, would that be enough to push her above like being center basically?
I think it's like puts her in a
No,
good position.
Not yet.
I think it's set. It plants the seeds for
Yeah.
her to like.
So we'll just say that we look forward to her next year.
Yes.
Yeah. So we cutting her.
Yeah,
Yes.
so.
All right. Bye, Mikana. Okay, and so let's pick a winner. I think.
I'll just.
Are we gonna rig it?
I'm just gonna rig it for Ayan.
Oh, what? That's not how it's supposed to work out.
Because it's her last year.
Yeah, I guess. I mean, I guess Nagisa did also win. I think maybe last year also.
No, Craig voted for Nagisa.
Yeah, instead of whoever.
I
mean,
it's gonna be the same next year with Nagisa as well. Anyway, so you can make this argument for Nagisa next year. Well, it's a dumb reason to vote for Ayan.
Like Nagisa is like the senpai of the year. If I think of that another name for this award, senpai of the year. But then we have 2 kohais in here.
Yeah. I mean, whatever. We got the 3.
Got 3. Yeah, but we need to pick 1 now.
So let Jeff choose.
all right.
So
All right, Ryan convinced me. Let's give it to Ian because we'll just give it to Nagisa next year.
I'm gonna have to make like a. Okay, we got a recording of this. Everyone listening, you guys heard this. Remember this. Wait, what am I?
Ayan. Jeff voted for Ayan.
Jeff voted for Ion. Well, you guys will win, yeah. All right, so then our Yamamoto Sayaka Memorial Award goes to Yamamoto Ayaka.
You know what's funny is like she's also the Uemura. She's also a pro.
Yep, with runner-ups Shibuya Nagisa and Umeyama Kokona. Okay. We good?
Okay.
Don't need no break. We good. Okay, so that's it for the member categories. Now we're gonna get into some bit more easier going, not so contentious categories. We have the Teppen Subs is Back Baby Award, Best Show of 2020, non-concert or live. That doesn't necessarily mean it has to have been posted by Teppen Subs. It's just any show that came
Just
out this
media.
year.
This is the media award.
The media award, yeah. So our categories, we have Takeda Barbecue with 5 votes. Episode 1, Season 2, 3 votes. NMB Tomonabe-kun, 2 votes. Rest in peace. Natsurimo, 2 votes. 10th Anniversary Documentary 2-part special, 1 vote. Date Feeling Couple, 1 vote. Burade General and Hiroba, 1 vote. Coconut Roid and Kato Interrogation, which is like two things with 1 vote.
Did you have choices for this, or
Yeah, there was choices, and then there was also some that I guess didn't get voted. So if you want to add a category or add a nomination to this,
because like I would say the Jitaku KB Tai in general.
yeah, I think I might have forgot to put that, but yeah,
okay.
yeah, put the Jitaku, yeah.
But
Jitaku
Takeda Barbecue is part of that though.
Yeah, but also you had expand. I think I had like an option, like an other option, where people could like put in like random Jitaku.
Yeah, well, they're not gonna remember all of that.
Yeah, I don't remember all of them. Only one I remember is the Animal Crossing one that was really bad.
The Overcooked one was really good.
Overcooked one was good though. At home series, I guess. Series separate from Takeda Barbecue, non-Takeda Barbecue.
Takeda Barbecue is like so far above the others.
Yes. And do you have one, Jeff?
No. I mean, that covers everything pretty much.
Not even Zoom plays?
Oh, yeah. Oh,
you had Zoom plays?
Yeah.
Zoom play 2, not 1.
Both.
Okay, both. Okay, Zoom plays. Plural.
Zoom play 2, Zoom harder.
I think I have my... I'm very torn on this one because there's a lot of ones I like in here. But I don't want to add to the... I won't add to the fire, so I think it's good.
So, okay, hold on. Is the Natsurimo here actually Natsurimo, or is it Tokirimo?
Tokirimo is separate, so this is Natsurimo. So this is the wine and summer special.
No one voted for Tokirimo?
No. Should we put Tokirimo in there? I'll put it in there.
I mean, it's the same thing, right? Natsurimo and Tokirimo.
It's like the build-up, like the 3rd chapter in the critically acclaimed, not Tokirimo series.
And we just finished the 4th one recently.
Yeah. And I think this is up just before no one actually bothered with the wine and 24-hour thing, but that's 24 hours is such a clusterfuck that it's kind of hard to talk about.
I mean, it's its own thing. It's its own thing.
Like, yeah, it's its own category. Okay. Let's put Tokirimo just there, and we'll take it off immediately. Okay, let's read the comments. Takeda Barbecue. Love seeing Wakapon cooking. All right, Jeff, next one.
The food that is made in it looks delicious.
I disagree, but okay.
Because it's not Taco Bell.
It's not Taco Bell or like fast food or whatever. Ryan, you can read this long one.
I didn't actually watch much of the Takeda Barbecue shows because of time difference and haven't gone back to watch the archives, but I love the concept of and how it developed in the cookbook and other products. It was a clever way to take advantage of video conferencing technology when everyone was staying home. Yeah, I completely agree on this. Like,
that's probably why Takeda Barbecue is.
It's something that you could only do at home, which was impressive.
Yeah.
Right. So it basically hits all the things, right? Like you had to stay at home. So and then instead of just doing like Zoom shit, like they go to the kitchen and they cook, which is just pretty genius thing to do.
Yeah, and then they pull into the Yoshimoto because Takeda Barbecue, he's like a Yoshimoto comedian, right? Or
yeah,
guy.
Yeah.
Yeah, so it's going to be reaching into their war chest of talent that they can pull from.
Yeah, so this is the unfair advantage, quote unquote unfair advantage that NMB has, right? Is that they could reach into the black hole that is the Yoshimoto. It's like the Doraemon pocket, right? The interdimensional pocket.
Yeah.
Or wherever. Like, I mean, this is gonna be like a little bit sidetrack, but like the hottest like comedy act in Japan right now is Mitorizu.
Yeah, which actually we don't have Yugata.
Not Magical Lovely
on here.
No. Like apparently, like the Yahoo survey said that like 78% of them like voted for Midorizu.
Oh,
So
nice.
the Japan population in general like Midorizu better. Anyway, so my point is that like when Kamaitachi won last time, it was like it got like NMB a lot of
Exposure.
extra exposure just
Yeah.
just by association.
Yeah. And even now, maybe even Choco Planet, kind of. They've kind of. Less so.
Yeah, I mean, even with Choco Planet, so if someone was like, "Oh yeah, Choco Planet has a TV show, let's watch it," and then it's with NMB, huh? That's interesting.
Yeah.
So yeah, I think yeah, NMB always has like the Yoshimoto backing.
Black hole.
That's what they go into. Like even with like Navy's Afro and all of that. So
But Nogizaka has Banana Man.
no, I think they paid them quite a lot of money.
Who cares? Okay. Well, speaking of Choco Planet, episode 1, season 2.
Yeah.
Comment from Groovy. I subbed it.
Thank you, Groovy.
We're
Thank
assuming
you,
it's Groovy.
Yeah.
All right, and then Jeff, you can read that one.
I agree that YNN did some cool stuff this year, but it still didn't come to the enjoyment factor given by episode 1, season 2.
Well,
I
and
think it's kind of unfair to compare
an actual
YNN to
show,
an
yeah.
actual TV show. Yeah.
Like the budget is like maybe like 10 times different.
But even in this one, it was kind of weirdly low budget because of like they started out like in a warehouse, socially distanced. It was kind of janky go early on.
Yeah, but still, right? Like shooting a drama like costs money
Yeah.
versus like like pointing at a camera at a wall, right, and then telling them to dance.
Yeah.
So I understand though because like this is an actual like TV show, and I'm always happy to have actual TV shows.
Mm-hmm.
If there was no Corona though, like it would have been much better. So fuck Corona.
Speaking of having or formerly having an actual TV show, Inabito Manaba-kun. Jeff, you can read this one.
Dealing with my pain. Yeah, I miss Manabu-kun.
I know, it started
Yeah.
getting good too. And that's just not just because Anshu started showing up more.
Or they talked about Pizza Hut.
Yeah, or Kentucky Fried Chicken or something.
You know what's annoying too is like the new Kamaitachi show, right? They were saying like, oh, NMB members are still gonna show up, blah blah blah. But then because of Corona, like they never get NMB members to show up to it. So
Yeah,
it just
it's
becomes
Nagisa.
like the Nagisa show, yeah. There's no Otoitachi here, by the way.
Yeah.
No one gives a shit about that show.
Yeah. It's on too late and it's just like music show, like what MTV Total Request Hour Live or something like that.
Basically with like show titles, artists, right?
Okay. It's a very
not
limited
necessarily,
scope.
Not necessarily show title, but like the not really very particularly popular ones.
Yeah.
So you're not gonna get like big acts. You're not gonna get like Nogizaka or something there.
That would be weird. Maybe you get Yoshimoto Zaka or they show title.
Yeah,
maybe. Yeah.
I think they're Sony, but they're Yoshimoto. So yeah, it's possible.
Who could say? Yeah. Next up, Natsuremo. Ryan, you read this.
Mikana's line.
Enough said. This was a really good show, but obviously it had its issues, namely the whole Inaka Hazard segment, which was a disaster.
That was fucking disaster. But I think so. We can complain about Inaka Hazard, of course, but that just shows like how YNN is though. They always try stupid shit. And sometimes it's a massive failure like this one, but sometimes they get hits like
like Tokirimo.
Yeah. So I don't want to bash them too much about with regards to stuff like this because I want them to keep trying.
Yeah.
Like the magical girl Kokona in 24 Hours was fucking horrible. But I mean at least they tried.
Yeah, like once you get past like that hump, that hurdle,
Uh,
because the next segment was the whatever roulette, right?
yeah,
Good.
roulette was fun.
And that was yeah, so I got it was immediate good.
Even in Natsurimo, right? Like the Inaka Hazard was terrible, but like there were a lot of fun ones, like
The
the
whole
water fighter.
Street Water Fighter. I mean, it's also the introduction of the Kani Yumi.
Oh yeah.
Oh yeah, that was Natsurimo.
Yeah, so they get a lot of stuff from this, from like these long things that they do, right?
Yeah,
But obviously, you can get like failures.
yeah. Yeah. I'm really impressed by how creative like YN can be with like they're put in this corner. Okay, well we can't do like our normal stuff. Okay, we have Zoom, we have social distancing. Okay, we'll try some stuff.
Yeah, and it's also the Yoshimoto black hole, because like Yoshimoto is not just comedians; they have writers as
Yeah,
well. So these might be like Yoshimoto comedy writers.
yeah. Okay. Next, 10th anniversary documentary 2-part special. All these don't have any comments.
But that was, I mean, that was a good recap of the group if you
Yeah.
are new.
New to the
Yeah.
group and even like lapsed from the group and want to catch up.
Yeah, I mean, to me, it was like very very shallow.
Yes.
But I do understand like why it's a good like refresher though. Just
good series.
Not for me.
Yeah. There were
Okay,
some good
boomer.
speeches. There was there were some good speeches in there from like Kojin, like talking about like our plan to take over NMB for 10th anniversary. And even like the whole like they dive into the whole like Kojin captain transition. It's pretty good. Date feeling couple. Is I liked it because I subbed it. My first subbing project, so I have a soft spot in my heart for this. But
yeah, it's actually really boring.
No, it's really
I
fun.
liked it. It was fun.
It's fun. I think especially if like
I found it
like
super awkward.
It's super awkward, but it's also like if you're into the whole like shipping culture, I think
Well, no, like
some people might be into that because
Ayan turned down Mikana, so fuck that.
Yeah, but then we kind of turned down Yumi. And the funniest part is like Anshi's like laughing at her like as soon as she's about to propose or confess to Mikana. It's like, yeah, you're not gonna do this set. You're gonna fail. But I guess I had the good meme of like Mikana staring at Ayan.
Ayan,
yeah. Similarly, Burari, Jinro, and Hiropa. I subbed this.
I haven't actually watched this. Is it any good?
It's okay. It's extremely rushed for a general game because they had basically cut all the discussion.
Yeah.
So it's not you can't really watch it for a good werewolf game. You just watch it for them riding on all the rides.
Yeah. Okay. And like Anshu screaming.
And
it's kind of like play along because it's very much like mystery. Like if you were playing like watching the werewolf show, but like you tune out during the discussion part, so you try to guess who the werewolf is. There's kind of that appeal.
Oh well, no. Well, I actually enjoy the discussion parts because that's the whole point of werewolf.
Well, I rather like the plotting with the game master, like because you don't know who the werewolf is until like late into the thing. Then they finally reveal. So they do like 2-3 rounds without the reveals. So you can kind of play along and try to guess. Oh, who's the werewolf? I wonder.
But it was so hard because the discussion was so short.
Yeah,
you
they did like 3-minute
tell.
discussions, and then one of the discussions is just Nanaho crying.
Basically, the best werewolf game was the 7th gen werewolf one.
Oh, hot take. Put that on the list. 7th gen. No.
All right. Next.
Not the extreme werewolf that they did earlier this year, which I don't remember what it was.
I think that was the first time they added new roles, but then nobody
knew how to play them.
One who can take someone with them when they get voted out.
What? That's crazy. Anyway, moving on. Coconut Roid Kato interrogation is just whining crap. Coconut Roid was The first Coconut Road was great.
Was
The second
that
Coconut
this
Road
year?
was not good. Yeah,
I don't think the first one was this year.
it was.
Was it?
Yeah, I think it was like February,
Oh wow.
or March.
I mean, I'm not gonna say that it's the best, but it's pretty good.
Uh,
Oh,
we don't have escape room in here, but that kind of lost. That wasn't really big. Jitaku NMB, we already talked about that. Zoom plays.
Yeah.
I'll give you 1 minute to talk about Zoom plays, Jeff.
Chi is great,
Very
but
good.
it's also like a good cheap way for like members who want to try acting to do it for the first time. Like I watched Nanaho, like she was in this random play in August, and couldn't go watch it. But then I watched her group because I wanted to check it out, and she was pretty good. So yeah, NME always giving like members opportunities to try new things.
Yeah, especially because like they're like quote 100 yen-chans that are doing these really. Okay, lastly, Tokyo Remo. We've already kind of talked about that in the Natsu Remo thing.
yeah, I think this was the biggest hit that YNN got because Takeda Barbecue was not YNN.
Yeah.
So this is the biggest hit that YNN
YNN.
got because and the thing is like they were fucking abusing the Nikonama like gifting thing too.
Oh yeah, to like upgrade like
Wakapon
Wakapon costumes.
Yeah.
And I think the second one was like actually on her birthday, so they actually made her dress up like a maid
Yeah.
on her birthday, and she
Yeah,
was like
and they
super
had like
embarrassed.
they had a rating like if you got like 100,000 points or something, like you get made Wakapon.
Yeah.
So obviously like fans were like, oh shit, we need to see you made Wakapon.
Yeah.
So yeah, it was fun. I liked it. They used like the tools that were at their disposal at
the voting system on Nico Nico.
Yeah.
It's very creative. And even like when I mean, this is more with the Pokemon thing, because they had like 4 commands, just like in Pokemon, you have 4 attacks you can choose from.
Yeah, when was that? That was Natsurimo.
Yeah, it was Natsurimo, and I was in the Pokemon segment.
Yeah, they were trying to catch the Mikana slime.
And they could never get it. Even after moving the goalpost, they still couldn't do it because everyone was just dumb. Yeah. Okay. So then let's cut this list down. Takeda Barbecue, does it stay?
Yes.
Yes.
I begrudgingly say yes. Episode 1, Season 2, does it stay?
Yes, for the symbolism of it.
Yes, even though I only watched like 1 or 2 episodes.
Yeah.
We still need to do that Episode 1, Season 2 podcast.
Yeah.
You guys still need to watch it. Inabito Manabakun.
No.
No, because it ended.
Yeah, because it ended.
Quitters never win unless you're Ion.
Fuck you, Kantere. Give me back my Manabukun.
Natsurimo, does it stick around?
Yeah.
It's kind of like, because I think it's probably between Natsurimo and Tokirimo, probably.
That's the thing, though. It's like, well, Natsurimo has Tokirimo inside it.
Okay, yeah, so it's like the variety pack.
Yeah.
And so then Inaka Hazard is like the pack of Fritos that you don't like.
So it's when you buy mixed nuts and they have the corn thing inside.
Oh man, I love the corn thing though.
Yeah, I fucking hate the corn thing. It's a waste of money.
10th anniversary special documentary.
I mean, out of these, I don't think the remaining ones. I don't think there is much.
But it's the 10th anniversary of NMB. You only get one of those once in your life.
Yeah, whatever. I mean, it's good. It's good for newbies. So I do recommend. Like, if for some reason you're listening to this and you're a newbie, I don't know how you stayed for the past 2 hours. You should totally watch it.
Yeah, teppensubs.tumblr.com. Yeah. All this stuff is here. Most of the stuff is here.
I think it's teppensubteam.tumblr.com.
Yeah. Anyway, there's a link. There'll be a link somewhere. Date Feeling Couple, nah.
Nah.
Burari Jinro, nah.
Nah,
Coconut Royd and Kato.
I
Probably
actually
not.
like the Coconut
I like
Royd.
Coconut Royd a lot. Only the
Nah,
first one though. The second one is a dumb 2-frame slideshow.
Yeah. It's literally
Jitaku,
2 frames.
non-Takeda barbecue Jitaku at home streams.
Just
Ah.
one star because it basically ruled my life for 2 months.
Yeah, you would watch. You were crazy because when they did
I
like
watched,
2
like,
of them a
everything.
day, when they did like 2 a day, you would
I
watch
basically
both of them.
structured my day around them. Like wake up and do do a little bit of work, eat lunch while watching it, do some more work until the second one, and then that was it.
Yeah, I
Soup-
mean, I
yeah.
I would choose which ones I watched, so I can't say I watched all of them, but I think this was the perfect.
It was the
Uh,
start of something great.
yeah, I think this was the perfect like thing that NAB did to deal with 2020. So this would be a good, really
We'll get
good
into that.
answer
Yeah, in
for
the
the
next
next
category.
one. Actually, yeah.
Yeah. So yeah, we can definitely go into it. Give it its props later. Zoom plays.
Uh, no.
No. Even if someone has watched a Zoom play, I say no.
Well,
Toki Ramo.
So I really like Tokirimo, but if we already have Natsurimo here, it's gonna be like the same. The Jitaku is like
It's
after the
redundant.
barbecue, yeah. So it's redundant. So we just remove one of them. So just remove Tokirimo.
Okay. I'll say like the first two Toki Ramos are better than Toki Ramo 3 and 4.
Yes, I think
Like 3
Tokirimo
overstayed as
that
well.
too.
I think because he also had Pokemon Ramo, which was like already partially doing the same thing.
Yeah.
Yeah, I mean, the greater story, the greater fiction around Natsurimo, like it's Anshu was spending her summer vacation playing a bunch of video games. I bought some fucking I bought the shirts. I bought 2 of the shirts,
Yeah.
black and white.
True fan.
By that, I say it's winner. It's the winner. Actually, okay. So, what is our winner? We have a 3. Jitaku Home is cut. Yeah, we have our 3. So, is our winner? As much as I hate to say it, Takeda Barbecue.
Yeah.
I mean,
It's not the one I would pick, but I can appreciate.
We even
everyone
had
liking
we
it.
even had a takoyaki shop pop up with it.
yeah.
And we also got the cookbook because of it,
You know,
also.
even got the Coleman thing.
Oh yeah.
And the yeah. So I guess it's brought even more.
Yeah, it's one of those things that like grew and grew and grew. Like a really 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 small version of like the Akarin's makeup thing.
It's really yeah, and then I mentioned it, but the very first one was just lapis arch randomly, even though Ion was the only one like really cooking.
Yeah.
But then they did it again and then allowed like brought members who like actually like cooking and allowed them to like really blossom.
Yeah.
Like I think Hinacho, Manatee, Yuina got a lot of positive exposure from that.
Yeah.
Even,
even
and Renatan too.
yeah.
Yeah, but for me, I just never liked it just because I don't like cooking, so it never really interested me.
The thing is like food is like an entire like subgenre of,
Yeah, exactly.
that's why like they hit on this like really hard.
And I think the problem is like with Japanese food shows, they're all the same. Every single food restaurant wherever they go to, it's always oishi, it's always umai. I doubt it's the same case for this, but they're still lying on Zoom streams. But
Well,
yeah.
I mean, Momone when Momone fucks up, I don't think she says it's oishi.
Oh, really? Okay.
Didn't she like break like a couple of plates too?
She like broke 2 plates in a row.
Yeah.
So then our winner.
Yeah, it
Is it
has
gonna
to
be
be
our
the
winner?
barbecue,
It
I
has to
think.
be it. Okay. For the record, though, I
If
think
you
it's
had
not
if you had the
Ramo,
choice, Natsurimo.
but with among the panel,
Yeah.
it's Takeda Barbecue.
Yeah. I mean, I'm okay with Natsurimo too, but I think Takeda Barbecue deserves it more. Plus, it's Ion's last thing.
All right, so the Teppen Subs is back, baby award goes to Takeda Barbecue, which ironically is not subbed by Teppen Subs. With episode 1, season 2, and Natsurimo as the runner-ups.
With only episode 1 is subbed.
So Takeda Barbecue, we're expecting like a check in the mail. We're giving you this award. Give us a free meal. All right, so with our last category for tonight is the, in converse to the Fuck 2020 award, this is the Fuck Yeah 2020 award. In which it's like basically the best moment of 2020. Essentially, despite how bad 2020 was, for the group, there are some pretty good things that happened this year, mainly because of what the coronavirus pandemic and whatnot. So yeah, we have a few nominees for here, not so many. We got online handshakes. Okay, I'll just read them. I'll just read each point by point. Online handshakes are a good idea, not just for overseas fans, but even for people in Japan who can't get to the venues for whatever reason. I feel like the groups would not have tried them if it wasn't for the pandemic.
I mean, that's for sure.
Yeah. I'll just read all these, and then you guys can pick the other black ones. Online Hanshikai, definitely the best outcome for a foreigner like me who probably wouldn't be able to meet idols if I don't set foot in Japan. The virtual handshake events that happened this year because it allowed more international fans to go to them. Being able to have Zoom calls, which ended up so those not in Japan could participate, and Ohanashikai. So strong petition for the online handshake stuff. Ryan, you want to read, or not Ryan? Jeff, you want to read the next one?
This is probably Andy. Kami no ko going to find Rona vaccines.
The best moment of 2020. All right, Ryan, you want to read the next one?
All those YouTube shows at the beginning, too many shows we can watch even from foreign countries was a blessing. So it's this is the Jitaku ones, right?
Yeah.
So NAB YouTube channel live streams.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, and
starting
then also,
to do live
stuff
on YouTube with Zoom live stream wine and stuff.
Yeah.
There's even non-Jitaku stuff, like they would stream the beginning of concerts for free.
Oh yeah, I remember.
Yeah.
Like the first 30 minutes.
It's the Jisedai concert, right? Got on YouTube trending.
Yeah, those separate, but yeah, even like when they were doing the no audience team shows.
Oh yeah, they used to do that.
Yeah, I remember when they used to do team shows.
What's a team?
Yeah. Yeah. Okay. Next, Miki Tepodai win. Okay, Vlad. All right. Next one, Jeff.
Hasa making COVID immune cardboard clones of all the members to fill out the theater was pretty cool.
I don't think
That
was
that and the tons of Zoom live streams were pretty cool.
Yep. Are they actually COVID immune? Okay.
New blood starting to sub content. Is that you, Matt?
No, I didn't write that.
No, I mean the new blood. Is that you?
I guess so, and I guess Groovy.
And Andy.
Oh yeah, other Andy. Yeah.
So you can read the last one, Matt. I want you to feel it.
Mikana getting all the work.
Yes.
I mean, that's just more coincidental that it happened in 2020, not so much.
Yeah, I thought this was like supposed to be specific about adapting.
I think so, yeah.
Yeah,
like,
I mean, yeah. So obviously we can, like, for example, the Miki Tepotai, whatever, we can eliminate that because it has nothing to do with 2020. I mean, in a sense, maybe it does, like in the butterfly effect way, right?
Yeah, like if there was, because I think we discussed before, like there was supposed to be like a request hour possibly this year.
Yeah, and turned into the Tepotai voting.
You guys wanted some voting this year. Well, here's your monkey paw wish.
Yeah.
We're already cutting it, rather. Do we want to add anything else to this list?
No.
Were there other stuff? Like them live streaming all the concerts. That was in
yeah. Even the paid live streams. There's just so many more options now.
Yeah, because like the online concerts.
If there was no Rona, they would they would have a full venue, right? And then they would stream it in like Osaka Channel or something, right? And then like the foreigners wouldn't be able to watch.
Yeah.
I think that's it because everything to do with Rona is all
Negative.
like yeah, and the only thing you could do is like live stream stuff anyway.
Yeah. And I think it's just basically like NMB, like presumably, yeah, like they're basically the first ones to actually like do this. Like they're the front of the line to actually like do like online live streams all the time, do online handshake events, do online concerts. Like
I mean, I think
AKB and the other groups were like basically like twiddling their thumbs, or like wondering what they're gonna do next. Eventually, they started doing what NMB was doing. So it's like
yeah.
I think NMB's like I guess initiative.
Well, for 48, I think like other like Chica idols and some like K-pop, whatever, we're doing the online meet and greets.
Yeah.
So we can't say like we were actually the first one,
I feel like
but
NMB maybe was well because they even started like the experiments with the Zoom. Because we remember like it was supposed to originally be a phone call handshake, and then they
yeah,
upgraded to Zoom.
yeah, yeah. They're experimental. I mean, this is like you can see this. This is the same as the conversation about YNN, right? Like
Yeah.
they always just try new stuff, and
Some of
sometimes
it sticks, some of it doesn't.
sometimes it
Yeah.
fails. So we're like the Zoom ones, like were successful. Made you made you buy like
too many. I bought more. I got less votes than the number of CDs I bought.
Yeah.
Yeah. Okay. So yeah, I think my definite pick here is the online handshake. It's probably my favorite thing they've done this year.
That's just because you're lazy, right?
Because I'm lazy, but I mean, it made me buy more tickets than ever for one group, for one single. Usually, I only do like one or two singles or one or two events per single. I think because I'm starting to get more into like my gachi wota. I want to like push NMB and push my members, help them do better. But also it's like one of those things like beyond 2020 and beyond like once Corona gets under control, I want them to keep on doing online handshake events, in addition to the physical handshake events.
Yeah, same. For me, it's really nice being able to talk more frequently because similarly, I would have because NMB handshake sales affect NMB Senbatsu results. I would try to buy those more rather than the AKB ones. But then the NMB lately they've only done one event in Kanto per single.
Yeah.
So then if I wanted to buy NMB plus see them more often, I would have to go to Osaka more often, and that would just cost more money.
Yeah, which could be spent on more handshake tickets.
Yeah.
Or calls or whatever.
So in the future, if like could go back to doing them both and then having a relatively normal schedule, I would like go to some Osaka events and then go to the Kanto ones, but then buy a bunch of online too. Because I'm also at this point like it started mostly with the Teppo Tai voting. Like I really want to push Chihi, keep her in Senbatsu.
And I'm just a filthy DD, and I have a lot of members I want to talk to.
Matt's more the like I will buy more because I want more rather than I want to buy more because I want to support.
Yeah, I definitely probably describes me perfectly.
But anyway, there's nothing wrong with that, of course.
But also, I think the advantage of like the online ones is you can do a lot of stuff you can't do at in person.
Yeah.
Like with Zoom, you could change your background to some dumb picture of a roller coaster moving around, or here's a bunch of cans of Monster. Yeah. Or I can like blast the GG button in Nanchu's face.
You can dance.
You can dance, yeah.
Oh, you can dance in real life too. Just
I
think get tackled by the Hagashi.
Yeah, I see. Or you dance outside the lane. Like if the lane's super empty, do it from far away.
I mean, on the flip side though, like I really don't like online video. Like it's completely pointless to me.
Yeah, I mean, for sure. Besides the fact that you're not in person with the member, um, you don't get to hang out with all the other fans.
Yeah, I mean, like for example, like that anniversary was really fun, right? And not just the concert itself, but like going to the Korean place and
Getting corona.
get
We didn't actually get corona. No.
yeah.
I was damn near scared. After like 2 weeks passed, I'm like, okay, I guess I'm good.
I think after like 5 days, if you feel fine, then you're probably okay.
Yeah. I might say I kind of like the social distance concerts as well.
Because you can sit.
Have a sit, being able to sit all the time, and also having an extra seat so you can like put your shit there.
But you can't shout.
Yeah.
Yeah,
Also, you have to
not
wear a
being able
mask,
to
so it's
mix
harder to find
sucks.
you.
Like hearing like sessional uptime, and then you can't do like
The
2.5
mixes.
2.5 ren. Yeah,
Yeah.
like half of the fun in like idol concerts is like the call and response,
Yeah.
and like losing that, especially if you have like really shitty seats. Like
Yeah,
we
then you should just stay home and watch online.
Which
Yeah.
is like usually my complaint all the time. I get shitty seats. I should have just stayed home.
Yeah.
But then you miss out on the social aspect of meeting fans and stuff.
Yeah, and no, I mean the
It's give and
social
take.
aspect is fine, right? But then like the atmosphere, like being inside a stadium with like 5,000 other people who like the same thing you do is like pretty great.
Unless you hate 499,100 of those people.
Well, yes. Unfortunately, you can't do anything about that.
Yeah. Okay.
The next one is this is the Jitaku KB, right? We talked about this earlier, and yeah, and it's such an NMB thing. Like you just do basically variety shows on Zoom, and there were some hits and there were some failures, but I'm proud of them that they tried.
Yeah. That's the big takeaway.
Yeah. Rather than like having your members like sit at home like doing nothing forever, basically.
Yeah, and I like how like all the members somehow like a rotating cast. Because I mean they still have the Shabakuri hour on showroom. It's just basically
It actually rendered Shabakuri hour like completely useless.
yeah.
Because like
Wasn't there a moment where like no one could do showroom streams?
was there? I
I
don't
thought there
think so.
was something like that, maybe.
No. So I'm looking through it now. Apparently they even did like exercise at home.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, with other Yoshimoto talents,
Yeah.
or like there's one where Yumin just came up with her own exercise routine.
Yeah. So it was actually so Takeda Barbecue wasn't the only one that they tried with Yoshimoto stuff, but that was the only one that hit.
Yeah, I guess it's not Yoshimoto, but the Village Vanguard stuff also was done on.
Yeah. Yeah, I didn't think it would still be continuing now.
Yeah, we'll go on phase 4, is it?
Well, that's because like the Village Vanguard ones you can produce goods, so they actually make money off of them.
Yeah.
Yeah, but everything has sold really well. They like sold out.
Yeah.
They sold out that toilet paper.
Yeah.
Okay. So we just pick our winners. So for
There's
me, it's
no
online.
winner.
Well, our personal picks. So for me, it's online handshakes. Such Hanish guy. Jeff.
Yeah, online handshakes.
All right, Ryan.
Jitaku Keibitai.
Yeah. Yep. So yeah, that's kind of our takeaway from the Fuck Yeah 2020 award. Some good stuff to come out of 2020, despite all the bad stuff that happened.
Yeah. So let us know if you agree or you disagree. Let us know about that too. If you think Matt's an idiot for choosing these things, make sure to let him know.
Yeah, let me know at FrownDog06 on Twitter.
I think you've made this joke before.
Yep. Yeah, so that's gonna do it for our Golden Takoyaki Awards for 2020. Yeah, as Ryan said, let us know what you think about our picks for the winners of each category. A huge thanks to all the people who participated in the community for nominating and voting for these categories. We got I think it was 19 or 20 responses, which is way more than I was expecting. I was expecting maybe 2 or 3 people to actually respond to it, so that blew my expectations away. As for the special giveaway, I think there's very few people actually entered in the giveaway because I guess the country shipping restrictions or whatever. So but yeah, I'll be in contact with the winners, and we'll get that stuff sent to you as soon as we can. Yeah, thanks again for listening. Be sure to subscribe to the podcast on YouTube or on Apple Podcasts, Stitcher, Spotify, Google Play, all that good stuff. Tell a friend if you like the show. Yeah, please comment. Let us know what you think about the show as a whole. We'll have our next proper episode of Enemy Takoyaki Party in 2021.
Yeah.
Have a good New Year. Happy New Year.